The following is a presentation of Spring Hill Sports Live. It's time for Spring Hill High School Athletics. On your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by Cedar Lake Village, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, Elliott Group, Hers Incorporated, J&T Auto Service, Libby Clark at Allstate Insurance, Perfect Detail Salon, Price Chopper, Farm Bureau Financial Services Michael Grant Agency, Scott Electric, Prime Accounting Solutions, Spring Hill Chamber of Commerce, Seats Incorporated, Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Spring Hill Recreation Commission, Tony Sidoti Agency Farmers Insurance, Spring Hill Fitness, and Whitesell Optometry Vision Source.
I'm not going to go to your camera. I'm just going to go to the pregame graphic.
3, 2,
I do need this.
1.
It's time for the Broncos, right here on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
Good afternoon from Spring Hill High School, where it's the home opener for the softball season here for the Spring Hill Broncos as they play host to the Louisburg Wildcats this evening. Spring Hill Sports Live. It's the Comfort Designs pregame show brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, locally owned and operated for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs is Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. It's a very windy evening here in Spring Hill for this ball game this evening. Temperature-wise, it's pretty nice. We're looking at low 70s and 60s here in this game tonight. Right now, 65, but 21 mile per hour north wind, or rather a south wind. Here at Spring Hill, the wind blowing out to right field, so it could make for an interesting evening if they get the ball up in the air here to the offense. But it is a relatively warm, but definitely windy afternoon/evening here in Spring Hill as we get set for Spring Hill and Louisburg softball coming up here on Spring Hill Sports Line. More of the Comfort Design pregame show right after this.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453. Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services agents have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. And we're as committed as ever to providing you with that level of service. As part of your community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track.
Contact Farm Bureau Financial Agent Michael Grand anytime or learn more at michaelgrand.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Pregame show. Let's take a look at the matchup today. Brought to you by Spring Hill Recreation Commission. The Spring Hill Rec Commission offers a wide range of activities for kids and adults. To see everything they offer, visit them online at springhillrec.org or call 913-592-1214. Spring Hill enters play 4-0 on this season with road victories up for the Scout Tournament, 15-0 over Chinook and 11-0 over Ottawa. And then Thursday last week at Tonganoxie in a doubleheader, they picked up 15-0 and 11-0 wins in that one. So they're averaging 13 points a game. They have yet to give up a run through 4. Meanwhile, for Louisburg, they enter play 0-4 on the season. A 9-3 loss at Baldwin, followed by a 24-14 loss in game 2 of that doubleheader. And then this past Friday, an 18-2 and 16-0 loss at Piper. So they are 0-4 on the year, scoring 5 runs a game and giving up nearly 17 runs per game. Matchup recognition. We'll take a look at the lineups for you when we come back here on the Comfort Designs pregame show. Spring Hill and Louisburg, the home opener for the Spring Hill softball team, coming up here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
When a team comes together, they deliver victory. When the team at Gambino's in Spring Hill comes together, they deliver delicious pizzas and so much more. Family owned and operated, Gambino's has all the ingredients of a great team, including, well, their ingredients. The freshest, perfectly prepared pizzas, sandwiches, pastas, salads, appetizers, and more. To feed your home team, call Gambino's at 913-686-4424 or visit Gambino'sPizza.com. Delivering the winning taste to Spring Hill. Gambino's, you're gonna love it. Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at Hers, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call us at
913-247-3530.
Broncos will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at Perfect Detail Salon. They're devoted to making clients flawless from head to toe. Make an appointment online at salonperfectdetails.com or by 913-592-5022. Visiting the Louisburg Wildcats. Meanwhile, sophomore Dietrich. The DP bats in the number 2 spot. Freshman Ashley Burrow, the third baseman, freshman Johnny Hawthorne batting in the 3-hole. Green up hitter is the pitcher, and freshman Isabella Moreland. First baseman Megan Quinn, freshman, batting 5th. Batting 6th is the shortstop, junior Mia Wilson. Second baseman, senior Jenna Terry, bats 7th. In the 8th spot is Riley Dickey, a freshman who is playing right field. And rounding out the order is the left fielder Riley Dietrich, the sophomore, batting 9th. And the flex player, catcher, junior Jada Frazier. For the Spring Hill Broncos in this home opener, Portia Storker, the senior, is out this followed by third baseman, junior Brian Pinkerton. Catcher Gage Pinkerton, senior, is batting 3rd in the lineup for Spring Hill in the home opener. Their pitcher, Margaret McNally, junior, will back cleanup. Vanessa Murray, junior, is at first base and batting 5th. Batting 6th and second base, senior Julian Hess. Shortstop, senior Ryan
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's Heating and Air Conditioning. To offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Your trusted Farmers Insurance agent is Anthony Sidoti. Experienced, local, and veteran-owned. Licensed in both Kansas and Missouri, Anthony will customize the right plan for you. His straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-270-5400. The Anthony Sidoti Agency. Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum. Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Come see the improvements and upgrades throughout the store. As always, Price Chopper is the place for hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and unbeatable flavors from the bakery. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to Cool Crisp lettuce. Price Chopper is now happy to offer curbside pickup. Locally owned and operated and under new management. Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Welcome inside the broadcast tonight, presented by Strode Orthodontics, as Spring Hill softball has their home opener against the Louisburg Wildcats. 4-0 Spring Hill, 0-4 Louisburg. Time for the first pitch, brought to you by Spring Hill Fitness, your local community gym. Spring Hill Fitness is dedicated to making a friendly, clean, judgment-free environment. Open 24/7. Check them out on Facebook or call 913-686-2027. And you can hear the wind just whipping through the microphones here of Caden Carbajo and myself, Bryce Kessler, with you in Spring Hill this evening. Temperature-wise, it's very nice out. 75 degrees here at first pitch, and that but is a big one tonight because it is a 21-mile-per-hour south wind with gusts to 41 miles per hour. So if all of a sudden you see the camera fall over or something, that means Caden got taken by the wind, and it's a possibility today here, Caden.
I know, yeah, it is gusting.
It is very windy. The wind blowing straight out to right center field. Right out to about the scoreboard is where that wind's blowing out towards. So for the pitchers, that's not so friendly. For the offense, it may be a friendly wind. We'll see how Margaret McNally is able to handle it against this Louisburg lineup, as the first pitch of the game is in there for strike one to Brooklyn Diedrich, the center fielder, one of the two seniors on this lineup for Louisburg. A very young team. They've got 5 freshmen and a sophomore in this starting lineup. Diedrich, one of the 2 seniors, along with Jenna Terry. There's the second pitch of the 0-1 is offered at. Foul tip off the bat of Diedrich, so quickly an 0-2 count here on McNally. And we had the count that you could see from that scoreboard camera on the bug. I might have to get rid of it because the wind is just blowing the cameras around and not keeping them in the same spot, as the 0-2 misses just a bit high. I'm just going to go ahead and dump those cameras because they're pretty much irrelevant. I'll keep the count for you. So it's 1-2 on Diedrich. Here's the pitch from McNally. Ground ball to the shortstop. Scoop by Hess. Throw on the money to Vanessa Murray. And they retire Diedrich on the 6-3 putout to start this ball game. Spring Hill has yet to give up a run this season through 4 games. A pair of 15-0 victories and a pair of 11-0 victories for Spring Hill. The defense behind McNally in the outfield, Trinity Tower in left, Portia Stoker in center, and Avery Sealing is the right fielder as Ashley Moreau steps in and takes on the outside corner for strike one. On the infield, Ryan Pinkerton is at third. Mariah Hess, the shortstop, we see make the play already. Julia Hess at second, Vanessa Murray at first, and Gage Pinkerton is behind the plate as the 0-1 misses high. And the count is a ball and a strike on Ashley Moreau, the DP for Louisburg, one of the 5 freshmen in this 9-girl batting lineup for Nick Chapman's Louisburg Wildcats. And Moreau takes strike 2. So the count, a ball and 2 strikes on Moreau as McNally was able to get right out in front of Diedrich, put her away. She's working out in front of Moreau. Here's the 1-2 pitch, just a bit high to the outside. Count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes. McNally stares into Pinkerton, delivers missing outside, and it's a full count to Moreau. 41-mile-per-hour gusting winds, steady at over 20 here this evening. Payoff pitch, fouled straight back. There isn't really an ideal camera position here at the ballpark. They've got the nice, I don't know how tall the fence is around the whole field, at least about 12 foot around the whole field, and no perch up higher than ground level. Strike 3 call to the outside corner as McNally paints it to put Moreau down on strikes. Well, 2 gone here in the top of the first. And that will bring Jenna Cawthon to the plate, a freshman third baseman for Louisburg. A swing and a miss at the first pitch by McNally. Good start here in the top of the first for Margaret McNally, a junior pitcher for Spring Hill. A little off speed, hit back to her, a one hopper, and McNally makes the play to end the inning. A 1-2-3 top of the first. Spring Hill coming to bat, no score here from Spring Hill on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. AutoInc.com.
Once again, welcome back to Spring Hill High School. So if we lose audio for a bit, that is why, and hopefully it will come back on its own. I noticed it during the commercial when the big wind gust would come, it would knock the audio cables out of the computer. It's blowing so hard here in Spring Hill. But here's Moreland in the circle for Louisburg. She'll be throwing to Jada Frazier. Riley Diedrich, Brooklyn Diedrich, and Riley Hickey in the outfield left to right. Jenna Cawthon at third, Mia Wilson, the shortstop, Jenna Terry, the second baseman, and Megan Quinn is at first. And this is Portia Stoker to lead things off for Spring Hill. Center fielder, right-handed batter, a senior, steps in, and here's the first pitch from Moreland, and it's a called strike. Spring Hill's offense, they have been productive to say the least in 4 games. They have averaged 13 runs per game, twice putting 15 on the board, twice with 11 put up. Swing and a miss at the 0-1, and the count 0-2 now on the Broncos leadoff hitter, Portia Stoker. It's a busy evening out here at the ballpark. You've got baseball going on one field. You got both the varsity and JV softball games going on. So, Caden, it is your job. If foul balls come from behind, you got to save me, okay?
I'll try.
So, Moreland gets a new softball, and here comes the pitch to Stoker. Hit high in the air, out to left center field, into the gap, and it is off the fence for extra bases for Stoker. She will stop at second and leads off the game with a double for Spring Hill as she poked that one well out into the gap that time. And both left fielder Riley Diedrich and center fielder Brooklyn Diedrich were there almost, but they both kind of looked at each other as they were trying to make the play. I'm not sure either was going to be able to make it anyway, as that ball hit right at the base of the fence for Stoker, and it's a leadoff double. And that brings Ryan Pinkerton to the plate, junior third baseman, with a chance to do some damage here in the first for Spring Hill. A 1-0 now on Pinkerton after the leadoff double by Stoker. 15, 11, 15, and 11. That's the run totals they put up through 4 games. Now they're looking to strike in this one. A swing and a miss. The ball pops out of the mitt of Frazier, and that allows Stoker to move up to third base. So runner at third and nobody out in the bottom of the first inning for Spring Hill after a 1-2-3 inning worked in the top half by Margaret McNally. There's that big gust of wind and a check swing, and she offered. So that will put Pinkerton in a 2-strike hold now. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the junior third baseman Ryan Pinkerton. Corey Kotzer, head coach down in the third base box, telling Pinkerton to swing confident after the check swing offering. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, sits Pinkerton down. And with 1 away, that will bring up Gage Pinkerton, the Broncos catcher. So she'll have a chance to put Spring Hill on the board with a runner down at third and 1 out. First pitch from Moreland. Pinkerton fouls it away. A little off-speed pitch from Moreland. Had Pinkerton way out in front. Caught it right off the end of the bat, up at the eyes. So the count is 0-1. 0-1 is a called strike, and now Pinkerton finds herself in an 0-2 hole. Moreland trying to work around a leadoff double. It ended up with a runner at third and nobody out after a drop pitch by the catcher. Here comes the 0-2. That's low, but blocked by the catcher, Frazier, and that keeps Stoker held where she's at over at third base. Vince is 200 feet around here in Spring Hill, and with the 20-plus mile-per-hour wind, 40-mile-per-hour gusting wind out to right center, could be a day to give one a ride if you get under one out that direction. Fouled off by Pinkerton. She stays alive, and the count remains 1-2. Ground ball over to third base, knocked down by Cawthon, but that's all she could do is knock it down. So the run comes in for Spring Hill. They take the 1-0 lead, and Pinkerton is aboard over at first. And we'll bring up the pitcher, McNally, with one out and a runner at first base. First pitch to McNally, taken for strike one. Line drive right back up the middle. Well hit ball by McNally. Bobbled out in center by Diedrich, and going first to third is Pinkerton on the throw over to third. McNally will take second. So good base running there by Spring Hill on the well-struck ball by McNally. Gets the single and able to advance after the bobble out in center by Diedrich. So that puts two runners now in scoring position for Spring Hill with one out for Vanessa Murray, the junior first baseman. First offering from Moreland in the dirt, gets past the catcher Frazier. In from third is Pinkerton, and she scores to make it 2-0 Spring Hill. McNally also able to move up on the play over to third base. So still a runner in scoring position at third with one out. A 1-0 count on Murray. Chop back up the third base line. McNally will have to stay put, but they have no play as it's a swinging bunt single for Vanessa Murray. Acted like a perfect bunt off the end of the bat there, just to dribble her up the third base line, and really no choice for Moreland. She was not going to be able to get Murray and made the good decision there. Had she thrown it, McNally would have had a chance to score, so just had to eat that one and puts runners at the corners with one out for Julia Hess, the senior second baseman. First pitch from Moreland. Taken for strike one, maybe a bit up, but a called strike nonetheless, so it's 0-1 on Hess. Murray at first, McNally at third, 2 runs already across here in the bottom half of the first inning. The 0-1 pitch. That time it's low, and Murray takes second base. Coming in, McNally slides in safe. It gets past Frazier, and that allows Murray to advance on to third. So it's a stolen base for Murray, and then on the throw home, she advances over to third on that throwing error. So a runner now at third, still one out, and 3-0 Spring Hill. One and one count on Julia Hess. For a ball, it gets away from Frazier, but didn't get away far, so Murray won't push it. She'll stay at third base. Count is 2 balls and a strike now on Hess. That's high, so 3-1 the count to Hess. 3 on the board already in the bottom half of the first inning for Spring Hill. Looking for more. 3-1 count with one out and a runner at third. Low for ball 4. So 4 straight miss after the first pitch strike to Hess, and that puts runners at first and third for Spring Hill. And it brings up the number 7 hitter, the shortstop, senior Mariah Hess. We'll see if Spring Hill gets active on the base paths again. If Julia Hess tries to take second, they did it earlier, they'll do it again here. There comes the throw right back to the pitcher, Moreland, trying to catch Murray, getting aggressive off of first, but she was alert to it and stays put. Stolen base for Hess, puts runners at second and third with 1 out. And now Mariah Hess, a chance to do some more damage here in the first for Spring Hill. Fouled back. A 1-2-3 top of the first. And now a 3 spot put up with some more hoping they come across for Spring Hill. 0-2 the count on Hess. Low but blocked by Frazier. Spring Hill so far with this 3 runs at the first inning, they've been very good on the base paths. We've seen them take the extra base on the bobble out in center. We've seen them use that first and third situation twice effectively to get runners moved up, and in one case score a run as well. Another take by Hess low, so the count is now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, runners at second and third. Broncos looking to add on to an already 3-run inning. 2-2 pitch. High, ball 3. So from 0-2, Mariah Hess has worked the count back full, 3-2. Payoff pitch from the freshman Moreland. A foul tip. Hess just got a piece of it. That'll keep her alive in the box. Frazier unable to squeeze the foul tip by Mariah Hess. 3 hits, an error, and a walk in this inning. The only out recorded via the strikeout back at the second batter of this inning. Here comes the payoff pitch once more. This time Hess swings through it for strike 3. So second strikeout for Moreland. And with 2 outs now and runners at second and third, it brings up the left fielder, left-handed hitting Trinity Tower. Showing bunt, pulls it back, tries to slap it back up the middle, but it's squeezed by Mia Wilson, and that will end the first. 3 come across for the Broncos. They lead it 3-0 after 1 here on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Are you looking for experienced and knowledgeable electrical contractors? Scott Electric is your right choice. We have been providing high-quality electrical repair, remodeling, and troubleshooting services at affordable prices since 1972. Expect the highest attention to detail from start to finish. We are a licensed and insured electrical company. Our residential electrical services include installation of smoke detectors, hot tubs, and basement finishing. No job is too big or too small for our trained electricians. Call for a free estimate.
Nothing Spring Hill as we head to the second inning here in Spring Hill today on a warm but very windy evening. Margaret McNally will go back to work in the circle for Spring Hill after a 1-2-3 top half of the first. A couple of ground outs and a strikeout. So the middle third of the order coming up for Louisburg. It'll be Isabella Moreland, Megan Quinn, and Mia Wilson. Broncos scored 3, but also left a couple in scoring position in that first inning. But a 3-0 start. Spring Hill will take it. So here's McNally's counterpart, the Louisburg pitcher, Isabella Moreland, with a swing and a miss at the first pitch from McNally, and it's 0-1. Called strike, and it's 0-2 to Moreland. McNally wasting no time in this ballgame through 4 batters faced. She has had at least 2 strikes on all of them without any more than one ball issued. 0-2, fouled back. Moreland stays alive, but the count remains 0-2 in a tough spot for the freshman Moreland. One of 5 freshmen. We have 6 freshmen and sophomores, with the 1 sophomore as well in this lineup, which is the exact opposite, really, of what Spring Hill does. They've got 5 seniors and 3 juniors that make up their lineup, as Moreland is able to foul another one away. So a very youthful team against a very experienced team in this matchup. And the records for the season would kind of bear that out as well. Spring Hill 4-0 to start the year, scoring 13 runs a game, giving up 0. Misses inside, and it goes to 1-2 on Moreland, while Louisburg 0-4 on the year, scoring just under 5 and giving up just under 17 runs per game. Somewhat helped out on the inflated by the 24 they gave up at Baldwin, but 3 of the 4 games this year they've given up at least 16 as Moreland swings through a 1-2 pitch on the outside part of the plate by McNally. She records her second strikeout. And with 1 away, that brings up Megan Quinn, freshman first baseman. That ball fouled off the bat, then off the face mask of the batting helmet of Quinn. Nick Chapman asking his first baseman if she's okay. She wouldn't have been if she didn't have that face mask on the helmet. One is high. Ball and a strike on Quinn. Lights are on here at the ballpark. It was a bit overcast when we got out here. In fact, had a few sprinkles as we were setting up. It's kind of cleared up a little bit since, as a swing and a miss from Quinn makes the count a ball and 2 strikes. 75 degrees, so it's plenty warm, but just awfully windy. 1-2 pitch. Just a little bit low that time. McNally kind of gave a little hop, thinking she might have had strike 3 looking that time on Quinn, but instead the count goes to 2-2. That time she gets the strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts to start this second inning for McNally, who has struck out 3 of the last 4 and has recorded 5 straight outs to start this game. And with 2 outs, the base is empty. Mia Wilson, the shortstop, steps in. Wilson hopping back out of the way, and it's a called strike on the inside corner. The umpire was wanting the manager over in the opening of the dugout for Louisburg to move back a little bit out of the way. That was the delay there as he was motioning over to the Louisburg dugout. So that one misses outside to Wilson. The count 1 ball, 1 strike. McNally looking for a second straight 1-2-3 inning. Way behind that one, unable to catch up, but it's 1-2. Strike away from retiring the side, all 3 on strikeouts. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Taken high, 2-2. Swing and a miss, and McNally strikes out the side. It's 3-0 Broncos as we go to the home half. The second on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Pinky Plumbing in Spring Hill is a proud supporter of Bronco Athletics. Keeping your plumbing system in good shape can do wonders for your property's value and lifespan. Get exceptional plumbing services when you hire the plumbing specialist at Pinky Plumbing. At Pinky Plumbing, they take pride in their work and guarantee the best plumbing services in the shortest time possible at the most reasonable price. To learn more, give them a call at 913-568-8201 or visit pinkyplumbing.com. Go Broncos!
Back at The ballpark here in Spring Hill, along with Caden Carbajo. I'm Bryce Kessler. You're watching Bronco softball, the home opener for the girls here on Spring Hill Sports Live. And it's been a good one so far as we're an inning and a half into this one. Louisburg has gone down in order, 6 up, 6 down. Spring Hill able to put up 3 in the top, or rather the bottom of the first. They did leave 2 stranded in scoring position. We'll see if they are able to get back after Moreland here in the second. Isabella Moreland, a freshman for Louisburg, allowed 3 hits in that first. A couple of errors didn't help the case for her either. She'll face the number 9 hitter, Avery Sealing, the right fielder, sophomore, and she fouls away the first pitch, stays in play, but third baseman Cawthon unable to run it down. So Sealing, the only underclassman in this starting lineup. 5 seniors, 3 juniors, and the sophomore Sealing. Here's the 0-1. Off speed, slapped the other way, and that is inside the line for a fair ball, and extra bases for Avery Sealing as she goes with a head-first slide into second base to lead off the home half of the second with a double. And that is one thing we have seen early on in this game. Aggressive but good, smart base running by Spring Hill. They have been able to take the extra base on multiple occasions, and that Sealing could have gone easy out of the box and just taken her single, but busted it hard out of the box and able to stretch that one into a double on a ball that was out there to the left fielder Diedrich. Didn't have any troubles with it. Kept it in front of her whole time, fielded it, threw it in, and Sealing able to use the speed and beat it out for the double. 0-1 count on Stoker. High, and it's a ball and a strike. Stoker doubled her first time up as she sent one off the base of the fence out in left field. Took it out there to left center field. This time goes the opposite way out into right field. Coming on and making the catch as she goes down to her knees is Riley Hickey. Tagging and moving up is another nice base running play there by Sealing. She'll advance on the fly out by Stoker. A productive out to move the runner up to third with less than 2 outs. And that will bring up Ryan Pinkerton, who struck out her first time up back at the first. Third baseman 0 for 1, a chance to put a run on the board with a base hit here. It's low, blocked by Frazier. We've seen one get past Frazier once in this game, allowing a run to come in, but she's been able to put down a nice block on a couple of others that have tried to get past. .1-0 pitch to Pinkerton. That's in the dirt, no chance to block that one, and in from third comes Sealing. And Spring Hill goes up 4-0. That's just a wild pitch there by Moreland. That ball was outside of the hitter. It went on the backside of Pinkerton and gave the catcher Frazier really no chance to make a block. Second run that's come in on a wild pitch. McNally was also able to score in this game on the wild pitch. 2-0 to Pinkerton. The bases are empty now with 1 out. Drops in a strike there. Sun coming back out behind some of the clouds and now shining bright down onto the field here in the bottom of the second inning. Another off-speed pitch on 2-1. It comes up short of the plate, so 3 balls and a strike to Pinkerton. Corey Kotzer telling Pinkerton, if you're going to swing it, drive it. 3-1 pitch. If you're swinging, give it all and rip one, and she does, but it's caught by the first baseman, Quinn, right on the screws. That ball was hit by Pinkerton. Had it been a foot either way, it probably gets on Quinn too fast and gets past her, but good reaction down at third by Megan Quinn to make that play. And it's the second out of the inning as Pinkerton is now 0 for 2, and that brings up Gage Pinkerton. Reached on an air on the first, came around to score. Chopper back up the middle, and that's through. A base hit for Pinkerton, who is aboard for the second time. And that will bring up McNally again, who ripped a single back up the middle. She hit it on a rope right over the pitcher Moreland's head out into center field for a single. Advanced to second on the throw in to third by the center fielder. Here's the first pitch to McNally with Pinkerton running. This ball hit out into right field. Making the play is Hickey, and the inning comes to an end. So just one run here in the second for Spring Hill. They add the lead to go up 4-0 through 2 on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573.
4-0 Spring Hill on top of Louisburg as we have played 2 complete here in Spring Hill tonight. A run on 2 hits, no errors and 1 left in the second for Spring Hill. They lead this game 4-0. Louisburg will have the bottom third of the order coming up in this third inning. They have yet to have a batter reach base. Last inning, they were sat down in order all via the strikeout from Margaret McNally, who's struck out 4 of the 6 she's faced so far. A couple of ground outs as well. So Terry, Hickey, and Diedrich will be the 3 due up for Louisburg in the top of the third inning. Wind hasn't gone down yet, Caden?
No, it has not.
Your hair's going to get messed up.
Yeah. I was going to wear a hat. I have the baseball player hat.
Yeah, see, I have to wear a hat. Because if I don't, you know what happens?
Sunburn.
Sunburn on the top of the bald head. This pitch that misses outside ball 1 to the second baseman, Jenna Terry. You don't have to worry about that yet. You still got a nice salad up on top there.
Try to keep it look nice, but.
1-0 pitch high as Terry has to duck out of the way, and it's 2-0. First time we've seen McNally fall behind a hitter to start. He's been mowing them down, 6 up, 6 down so far. It's a swing and a miss out of Terry there, and it's 2-1. Kind of one of those in-between days. I've got the jacket on. You've got the sweatshirt on, I see, because when that sun goes behind the clouds with this wind, it gets a little bit chilly as Terry takes strike 2, and the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. But like right now, when that sun's out and shining right down on our backs, I'm getting a little hot now.
That's okay.
2-2 pitch to Terry. Foul back. Here's the 2-2. And that would have been ball 3, but Terry chases it upstairs and fouls it off, so she stays alive, as she knew it as she pulled the bat down and took a look down at Nick Chapman in the third base box with that look of, oh no, I wasn't supposed to swing at that one. Good news for her, she did foul it off, so she gets a chance to come back at a 2-2 again, and an off-speed pitch takes it low, ball 3. Count is full to Jenna Terry. The off pitch and another foul ball. Terry battling with McNally. Not going to go down without a fight here as McNally has struck out 3 in a row, 4 of the last 5 she's faced. Getting 7, 8, 9 for Louisburg in this third inning. And strikes are out looking. A good job to battle back after a 2-0 start in that at-bat. But McNally puts Terry down looking. 5th strikeout for Margaret. 2nd strikeout looking. And with 1 away, it brings up the number 8 hitter, a freshman right fielder, Riley Hickey. Bunts this one up the third base side. Charging is Pinkerton. Throws over to the second baseman. Has covering. as they go 5-4 on the putout to retire Hickey, and perfect execution on the bunt defense there by Spring Hill. With 2 outs, it brings up sophomore left fielder Briley Diedrich, the number 9 hitter, a lefty for Louisburg. Strike 1 called. Another strike on that outside corner. McNally painting it with Pinkerton back there behind the plate, doing a nice job framing it up on that outside corner, and it's 0-2. Make it 6 Ks for McNally. Third time she sits him down looking, and we played 2.5 with Spring Hill on top of Louisburg. 4-0 on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill.
Off to the bottom of the third inning in Spring Hill. 4-0 Broncos on top of Louisburg. 4 runs on. And it's all zeros on the board for Louisburg as Spring Hill has sat him down in order through 3 innings with 6 strikeouts from Margaret McNally. A couple of ground outs. And, well, 3 ground outs, I guess, by definition. One of them off of a bunt as well. They have not gotten the ball out of the infield, Louisburg. And only 3 of the 9 have gotten the ball in play. Moreland will go to work against Vanessa Murray to start the home half of the third, and she's good on the first pitch for strike 1 to Murray. Murray singled back at the first inning. Stole second and ended up stranded at third. A little late on the offering there, and it's 0-2. Pitch catches the outside corner, and that is a strikeout for Moreland, her third of the game. And with 1 away, that will bring Julia Hess to the plate for Spring Hill. Hess drew a walk her first time up. Takes strike 1 on the off speed. After drawing that walk, Hess was able to steal second, and she ended up stranded at second base. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Moreland. Fouled back and out of play. Actually going to stay in play, I guess, off the top of the backstop. But nevertheless, it's 0-2 on Hess. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Moreland. High, ball 1. That's low, so 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hess. Hess is the only batter that Moreland has walked so far. 2-2, right back up the middle, and a base hit for Julia Hess. Oh, we are seeing the Broncos square up the softball here today, as that is another hit right back up the middle. And you look at where their hits are coming. Stoker was left center, but then Pinkerton right up the gut. McNally right up the gut. Pinkerton again right up the middle of the field. Hess right there right up the middle of the field. Well, runner at first with 1 out, and that brings up Mariah Hess. Struck out on the first. This ball is popped up down the right field line, and that one is inside the fair line for a base hit, and she'll stretch it into a double for Mariah Hess. Around to third goes Julia Hess. And Spring Hill in business here in the third with runners at second and third and only one out. The batter will be lefty Trinity Tower. Popped out to the shortstop her first time. First pitch from Moreland. Foul straight back. Tower, first time up there, went up and slapped and showed the bunt, pulled it back, slapped it up in the air, back behind the pitcher, and was caught by the shortstop Wilson. Oh, 0-1 the count. One out, runners at second and third for Spring Hill, looking to add to a 4-0 lead. Pitch in the dirt as Tower was showing bunt, pulled it back. Count evens at 1-1. Bunted back to the pitcher, Moreland. Check third, goes to first, but not in time. So it is a bunt single for Trinity Tower, and that loads the bases for Spring Hill with one out in the bottom of the third inning for Avery Sealing, the right fielder who doubled her first time up. Hit a ball out into left field down the line a bit, but able to leg it out into a double. Now a chance to do some big damage here out of the 9th spot. Bases loaded, one out. That pitch sails over the head of the catcher, Frazier. In to score comes Hess. And it's 5-0 Spring Hill as everybody moves up 60 feet. And the count will be 1-0 on Sealing. And is now the third run scored via the wild pitch in this game for Spring Hill. Of the 5 runs scored, only one has been batted in so far as the 1-0 pitch is hacked at and fouled away by Sealing. So the count will be 1-1. That was Gage Pinkerton who picked up the RBI back in the first. McNally then, or Pinkerton then ended up scoring on the wild pitch. McNally came in to score on what was the stolen base by Murray after the throw down to second. 2-1 pitch to Sealing. That's low. 3-1. Fourth run of the game back at the second inning was Sealing, who scored on a wild pitch. And Hess just moments ago scoring on another wild pitch. 3 balls and a strike to Sealing. Popped up over to first. Quinn calls for it, makes the catch. And they retire Sealing for the second out of the inning. Turns the order over back to Portia Stoker. Senior center fielder, 1 for 2 in the game. Doubled in the first, came around to score, and then flew out to right field in the second. She has now come to the plate all 3 innings so far tonight. Trying to do some damage with 2 runners in scoring position. That pitch high off the mitt of Frazier. That'll allow another run to come in and score as Hess makes it 6-0 Spring Hill. And that time scoring on the passed ball as that one went right off the webbing of the mitt of Jada Frazier, the Louisburg catcher. Runner at third and 2 outs. 1-0 the count on Stoker. Spring Hill left a pair in scoring position back in the first. They left 1 on base, not in scoring position in the second, so don't want to do that again here as the 1-0 pitch is taken for strike 1 by Stoker. One pitch, fouled back. It's not windy at all. I don't know how well you can hear it at home watching. If it sounds as terrible as it does, that wind in our headsets, as it does for you, then you can tell. But it is awfully windy this afternoon. It's another foul ball by Stoker. Will keep the count of the ball in 2 strikes. Trinity Tower is down at third base. Has one of the 3 hits in this inning for Spring Hill. They've scored a pair of runs. Now the 1-2 to Stoker. Lays off, takes it high, 2-2. Two offering by Moreland. Taken up and in, and the count is full. A long at bat here from Stoker. She's fouled off a couple of 2-strike pitches. Now has taken the last 2 2-strike pitches for balls. So it is full 3-2. 2 outs, a runner at third. The pitch. High, ball 4. Just the second walk issued by Moreland. It puts runners at the corners with 2 outs. And the batter is Ryan Pinkerton, who is 0 for 2 in the ball game. Both times they've had first and third situations in this game. Spring Hill has stolen second. And the runner takes off here as well. They throw it down. It's a one-hopper to the second baseman who is charging in. So it's a stolen base for Stoker. Third stolen base of the game for Spring Hill. That moves the runners both into scoring position at second and third with 2 outs. And a 1-0 count on Ryan Pinkerton. 0 for 2 in the game, trying to deliver a big hit here. Misses low, 2-0. Umpire tells us it was inside on that miss by Moreland. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Pinkerton, high over the catcher's head, but it comes bounding back quickly to Frazier. Tower able to slide in, safe still, as the catcher Frazier comes back, and her and Tower end up making contact there at the plate, but everybody is up and okay. As Tower is able to score the 7th run of the game on yet another wild pitch. Moving over to third was Stoker on that play as well. That ball came ricocheting off the wood behind it lines the bottom of the fence on the backstop, and it almost gave Frazier a chance at Tower, but good base running. Tower was quick to break on that pitch. It got past the wild pitch. 3-0 pitch taken there by Pinkerton for a strike, so it's now 3-1. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and a swing and a miss. That runs the count full to Ryan Pinkerton with a runner at third and 2 down. 3 runs in the inning for Spring. Third. And a ball high, so a second straight walk. Third walk issued in the game, and once again it's first and third situation for Spring Hill, and then Frazier, before they get bat coming up by Gage Pinkerton, will take a trip out to the circle to chat with her pitcher Isabella Moreland after back-to-back walks. Started the inning with a strikeout, but then gave up 3 straight hits, got the pop out, and has now walked back-to-back batters. 2 runs have scored on wild pitches, another on a pass ball in the inning. First and third with 2 outs. Gage Pinkerton has reached both times. Ground ball to third, reached down an air on the first, got an RBI and came around to score, and then in the second, ripped a single right back up the middle. And again drives one up the middle, but making the play is Brooklyn Diedrich out in center field on that rising line drive, able to snag it in the end of the inning. 3 more come across, and Spring Hill leads it 7-0 after 3 here on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
When a team comes together, they deliver victory. When the team at Gambino's in Spring Hill comes together, they deliver delicious pizzas and so much more. Family owned and operated, Gambino's has all the ingredients of a great team, including, well, their ingredients. The freshest, perfectly prepared pizzas, sandwiches, pastas, salads, appetizers, and more. To feed your home team, call Gambino's at 913-686-4424 or visit Gambino'sPizza.com. Delivering the winning taste to Spring Hill. Gambino's. You're gonna love it.
Seven to nothing Spring Hill after 3 innings here in Spring Hill today. The home opener for the Broncos. 3 runs on 3 hits in that last inning. They did strand another couple of runners on base. They have stranded 5 runners through 3 so far, but they lead 7 to nothing. We have yet to give up a run this year into their 5th game of the season now, outscoring their opponents on the season so far 59 to nothing. Doesn't take a math whiz, Caden, to know that you're going to win every game you play if you're outscoring teams 59 to nothing. And so far in this one, Louisburg is yet to even threaten a base runner, let alone to score. It'll be the top of the order coming up for Louisburg in this 4th inning. Diedrich, Moreau, and Coffin, they have not had a runner on yet. Strike 1 issued to Diedrich. Grounded out to the shortstop, Hess, her first time up. Really the only ball that has been hit well by Louisburg so far, as she hit a ground ball back up the middle that Hess was able to play and throw her out. And other than that, they've had a little one-hop comebacker to McNally and a attempted bunt that was played nicely by Pinkerton. As the 0-2 changeup is in there, floats past the watching Brooklyn Diedrich for yet another strikeout. That's 7 strikeouts for McNally, and the 4th of those strikeouts that has come looking. So there you go. That sums up the rest of it. I told you the 3 groundouts, and then the other 7 outs have all been recorded via the strikeout. Here's the first pitch now to the number 2 hitter, Ashley Moreau, and she takes that for a strike. The DP, Moreau, a freshman, struck out looking in the first. McNally misses high, and it's 1-1. It's low, 2 balls and a strike now. 3 in the first, 1 in the second, and 3 in the third for Spring Hill. That has produced their 7-0 lead as we play here on the top of the 4th. Scheduled for a doubleheader here this afternoon/evening. There is a strike, and it's 2-2. 2 7-inning ball games scheduled. The pitch by McNally, strike 3. Second time she's sat Moreau down looking. And the K's just continue to pile up for Margaret McNally. That is 8 strikeouts in the 11 outs recorded so far. Here's Kaffa on the third baseman. And a chopper back to McNally. Her first time, and this ball hit into play out into shallow right center. Rolls all the way out to the fence. It's the first hit of the game for Louisburg, and it's a stand-up double for Jenna Kaffa. The Wildcats, not only do they have their first base runner of the ball game, but it's their first runner in scoring position now, as they have Kaffa at second for Isabella Moreland. Moreland struck out swinging in the second inning. We'll see if Louisburg is able to put together back-to-back hits after their first one and get on the board here in the 4th. McNally looks into Pinkerton and delivers a swinging strike to Moreland. The 0-1 pitch, high and outside, ball 1. 1-1 offering is swung at and missed by Moreland, so the count is a ball and 2 strikes. McNally gave up the 2-out double. Now trying to pitch around it. That ball is chopped off the leg of Moreland in the box, so a foul ball. We'll try the 1-2 again. Outside, ball 2. And the 2-2 pitch. A little off speed that time from McNally. Moreland able to get a piece of it. Stays alive. The count holds 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Put into play out behind second base. Hess going back and makes the run on, or makes the catch on the run, and that is actually Peyton Flood who is out there at second now making that play. So Flood makes the nice catch, ends the inning. A double goes wasted for Louisburg. It's 7-0 Spring Hill as we go to the bottom of the 4th on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
7-0 Spring Hill through 3.5 here at the ballpark today. Margaret McNally has been excellent in the circle for Spring Hill today. Has faced just 1 over the minimum through 4 innings so far with 8 strikeouts. And it will be McNally who leads things off for the offense for the Broncos here in the 4th. 1 for 2 in the ball game. Single and a run scored in the first. Fly out to right field in the second. 7 runs on 8 hits so far for Spring Hill. A couple of Louisburg errors. High and past the catcher for ball 1. We have seen that quite a bit in this game today. Of the 7 runs for Spring Hill, 4 have scored on wild pitches and another on a pass ball. McNally takes for strike 1. One is high, 2-1 now on McNally. The only thing that Spring Hill doesn't like numbers-wise so far through 3.5 is the 5 left on base. The 2-1 pitch is hit well out into right center field, and that ball goes 3/4 the way up the field. At you from 4 different fields going at one time. Whenever you hear the heads, it gets a little bit anxious. When it's your own field that's calling heads, you're okay. The pass ball allows Fivinger to move up to third. So that puts a runner at third base here with nobody out for Spring Hill, leading 7-0 in this 4th inning. The 3-1 pitch to Murray. Inside, ball 4. Runners on the corners for Spring Hill with nobody out. And this is Peyton Flood, who has come on to hit in the number 6 spot for Spring Hill, replacing Hess. Flood, a senior, made a nice play at second base to end the top half of the inning, and now here in the bottom half of the inning, a chance to come up with a big opportunity at the plate with 2 on and nobody out. Murray takes off to second. The pitch is back to the backstop. In standing up to score is Fovinger. And it's 8-0 Spring Hill. And on to second base is McNally. Still nobody out. And Nick Chapman will come out of the dugout for Louisburg and take a trip into the pitching circle to attack with his starter Moreland, as well as the entire infield here for Louisburg. Moreland's had some control issues throughout the day. As we've mentioned, all the wild pitches that have allowed not only runners to advance for Spring Hill, but in a lot of cases score for Spring Hill. Another one there. She has now also walked 3 of the last 5 she's faced. 4 walks total in the game for Moreland. 1-0 the count to Flood. Runner at second and nobody out. Takes that pitch for strike 1. One the count, the pitch. Fouled back. Ball and 2 strikes now on Flood. Goes down low to get that one and puts a screamer back up the middle. That drives in Murray, an RBI single from Peyton Flood, and Spring Hill leads this game 9-0. That ball never got more than a couple of inches off the ground. Right at the ankles, it came back at Moreland. And Peyton Flood delivers the RBI single, just the second RBI of the game for Spring Hill. The other came back at the first inning, as they have not had to bat in many of their runs. They have been brought in by wild pitches or pass balls, most of them. First pitch swinging is Mariah Hess, and she fouls it back. 9-0 Broncos in the bottom of the 4th inning. Nobody out. And a runner at first, that's Peyton Flood after the RBI single. 3 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 3 more in the third, and now 2 so far in the 4th. 0-1 to Hess. Line drive right back up the middle, and another base hit for the Broncos. Around second and racing into third. Standing up is Flood. Hess will take second on the throw over to third, so it's back-to-back base hits for the Broncos, and they've got runners at second and third with nobody out. And another change here for Spring Hill, as Malia January will come on to hit. So January will be the hitter for Spring Hill, taking the place of Trinity Tower, who was 1 for 2 in the game. And January will have a nice opportunity here with runners at second and third and nobody out, as the Broncos look to add to a 9-0 lead. And this has been the spot that has been troublesome now for Louisburg, with runners at third base. Six times in this game, 6 of the 9 runs for Spring Hill have come in from third on a wild pitch or pass ball. Here comes the first pitch to January. Chops it right back to Moreland. Looks to third to hold Flood and throws out January, 1 away. And it'll be Avery sealing the batter, 1 for 2 in the game. Double and a run scored in the second. Popped out to the first baseman Quinn in the third. Inside, and as it turns sealing away, and it's 1-0. Ball popped up down the line, and it will roll foul before anybody touches it. Landed well into fair territory, but with the English off of the bat on that one, you knew it wasn't staying fair. Off the left-handed hitting bat of Avery Sealing. So the third baseman, Cawthon, let it go wisely. She was not going to be able to get Sealing at first, and she tried to make a play on that one. 1-1 to Sealing. That ball fouled off of her hand. I don't know if that even hit the bat. I think it was fouled off the top of her hand, it almost sounded like. She took a look down at her hands, but it appears like she's okay. Maybe it went off the wrap on the handle of the bat, as it was just off the handle there, and it's 1-2 to Sealing. Fouls it out of play. You know it's trouble when you get you get the generic heads, but then you get that really late, quick heads up. You know that's the bad one, because then you know it's going right for somebody. But that was a one hopper off the bottom of a chair, so I think they'll be okay. Here's the 1-2 to Sealing. Chops it back into fair territory, fights it off, and she is thrown out at first, but in to score is Peyton Flood, and now going to try to make a run for it as well as Mariah Hess, and she slides in safe. So they'll get an RBI for Sealing on the ground out as she goes 1-3 on the ground out. We'll get the RBI on the run scored by Flood. And then scoring on the throw is Mariah Hess, as the throw came to the plate and there was nobody there to take it, as the catcher Frazier was up the line going after that ball that was put into play by Sealing. So the bases are now empty with 2 outs. Back to the top of the order for Portia Stoker. But Spring Hill has added to their lead, now leading 11-0 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Popped up, it'll stay in play, but Frazier trips as she was going to make the play. Well, Frazier was going to have a chance at that one, it looked like, but unfortunately lost her footing as she was trying to get up out of the crouch. So it's a break for Stoker. And she stays alive with the count 1-1. 2 outs, bases empty. 4 runs in on the inning for Spring Hill. Or check that, yeah, 4 runs in on the inning. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Stoker out of the leadoff spot tonight is 1 for 2, a double and a walk as well. Stolen base and a run scored. Here's the 1-2. Fouls that one away, and this time Frazier will not have a play on it. The 1-2 pitch. A dropped third strike. Throw down, takes one hop over to the first baseman Quinn, but they retire it 2-3 after the strikeout of Stoker, and we will head to the 5th with Spring Hill on top of Louisburg. 11-0 here on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453. The
Broncos have extended their lead to 11-0 after their biggest inning so far, a 4-run 4th inning, 3-1, 3-4. Well, the runs scored by innings so far for Spring Hill. And with the Broncos up big, Margaret McNally will look to continue to work right through this Louisburg lineup. She has surrendered just one hit so far, a 2-out double by Jenna Cawthon last inning. This is Megan Quinn leading it off, and she fouls back the first pitch. And no, the wind has not died down at all here in Spring Hill tonight. Oh boy. Just ripped the scorecard right out from under me. Thankfully we got a fence in front of us, so it couldn't go far.
Yeah.
A ball and a strike on Quinn. Leading off the top of the fifth for Louisburg. Big swing, but comes up empty on the hack, and it's 1-2. Quinn struck out in the second inning. Only 2 of the 9 girls in the lineup for Louisburg have not struck out in this game. There's the 1-2 pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from McNally. Missed up, maybe out, and it's 3-2. Haven't had to go to many 3-2 counts in this game for McNally. And it looks like January, by the way, has stayed of the game out in right field for Spring Hill as Quinn takes the 3-2 pitch high. First walk issued in this game. Flood is the second baseman for Spring Hill right now. Here's the first pitch to Mia Wilson, the shortstop, taken for strike 1. Wilson struck out as well back at the second inning. That was the inning that McNally struck out the side in order. Strike 2 to Wilson. To the count. The pitch by McNally off speed, put on the ground and through the hole on the left side. Station to station go the Wildcats. They'll have runners at first and second with nobody out here in the 5th inning. Well, if they were going to have any chance in this game, it obviously had to come here in the 5th, down 11-0. And back-to-back runners reaching to start the inning is a recipe for that. We'll see if McNally can pitch around the leadoff walk and then the base hit by Wilson. This is Jenna Terry. Pops back a bunt, and that is a foul ball. Terry went down looking in the 3rd. Didn't have a base runner through their first 11 plate appearances tonight for Louisburg, but now 3 of the last 4 that have come to the plate have reached. Showing bunt early is Terry. Now pulls it back and takes a strike 2. So McNally had Wilson in an 0-2 hole, but Wilson was able to deliver a single. Now she's got Terry in the 0-2 hole, and here's the pitch. Just missed, and it'll go to 1-2. McNally still way out in front. Here's the 1-2. Fouled away. Leadoff walk followed by a single. Has runners at first and second for Louisburg. Take strike 3. Pinkerton thought about throwing back behind the runner at first. Pump fakes down there. And there's the first out of the inning on the 9th strikeout of the game for Margaret McNally. The batter will be Riley Hickey. Freshman put the ball in play her first time up. Ground ball on a bunt that was thrown out over at first after that bunt by Pinkerton, the 3rd baseman. She tries to bunt her way on again here, but fouls off that attempt, so it's 0-1. Quinn's at second, Wilson's at first. After for a walk and a single, respectively, to start this 5th inning. A strikeout of Terry, and now the 8-hitter Hickey trying to make some noise for Louisburg. The 0-1. Offers at it, and it's 0-2. Pitch by McNally. A little bit low. Pulled the string on that one, and Hickey started to go after it. Was able to lay off, and that ball just fell underneath the knees as it crossed the plate. So it's 1-2. Outside ball 2, and again, Pinkerton thinking about throwing down to first. Getting a big secondary lead down there at first base is Mia Wilson. 2-2 the count. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. Well, that is how you work out of an early jam in an inning with 2 on and nobody out. Back-to-back strikeouts. Doesn't give Louisburg a chance to make anything happen with the ball not being put into play. So this is Madison Ramey now, who will step in to hit in the number 9 spot. Ramey replacing Briley Diedrich in this 9-hole. And she is late on the swing. 0-1 to start this at bat. 2 outs, runners at first and second. 11-0 Spring Hill on the top of the 5th inning. One pitch misses low. 10 strikeouts in the game for McNally. And of those 10, 7 have been looking. That ball goes off of the bat or the hands. They're going to say off of the arm, and that is a hit batter. So Ramey will head down to first, and that loads up the bases for Louisburg, and it gets them back to the top of the order for one of their few seniors, Brooklyn Diedrich. Grounded out of the first, struck out of the 4th, and takes strike 1 from McNally, who's trying to keep the ledger clean, not only in this ball game, but for the season. Spring Hill through 4 games and 4 2/3 tonight, yet to allow a run this season. A swing and a miss from Diedrich, and it's 0-2. And they still have not allowed a run as McNally fires it past Diedrich for her 11th strikeout of the game. And that will clear a bases-loaded situation and put this one in the win column for the Broncos. They win it by run rule through 5, 11-0. The final in this one as Margaret McNally strikes out 11 for the Spring Hill Broncos and strands the bases loaded for the Louisburg Wildcats to end the 5th and end the ball game. We'll get to all the final numbers for you from this one in our between game show. We don't have a halftime show in softball or baseball, so we'll get the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services between games show coming up next as Spring Hill wins game 1 11-0 here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Your trusted Farmers Insurance agent is Anthony Sidoti. Experienced, local, and veteran-owned. Licensed in both Kansas and Missouri, Anthony will customize the right plan for you. His straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-270-5400. The Anthony Sidoti Agency. Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Come see the improvements and upgrades throughout the store. As always, Price Chopper is the place for hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and unbeatable flavors from the bakery. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Price Chopper is now happy to offer curbside pickup. Locally owned and operated and under new management. Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020.
And welcome into the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services Between Games show in our softball doubleheader here in the home opener for Spring Hill today as they win Game 1, 11-0 the final. Michael Grand at Farm Bureau Financial Services' goal is to help you plan for the unexpected and protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2336 as we take a look at how this one unfolded in an 11-0 Spring Hill victory. It's the Weitzel Optometry Vision Source Eye on the Game. Keep an eye on your child's screen time. If they're experiencing eye strain or headaches, it might be a good time for an exam. Make an appointment with Weitzel Optometry Vision Source by calling 913-592-2020 and be sure to ask about the 2020 rule. This one started well for the Broncos as they sat Louisburg down in order in the first and then put up a 3-spot in the bottom of the first, including an RBI from Gage Pinkerton and a base hit from Margaret McNally that would come around to score to make it 3-0 after one. It was a 1-2-3 second as McNally sat him down all via the strikeout in that inning, and the Broncos added just one in the second, so they led 4-0 going into the third. That run coming after a leadoff double by Avery Sealing. She would come around to score. Another quick third inning, a 1-2-3 top of the third. 3 more in the bottom of the third for Spring Hill, including a stretch of 3 straight hits from Hess, Julia Hess, Mariah Hess, and Trinity Tower. They all 3 came around to score. And into the 4th inning where Louisburg got their first hit of the game, a 2-out double, but that was all for naught as they still were unable to push anything across. And Spring Hill then in the bottom of the 4th had their biggest inning yet, with 4 runs scoring as the first 4 that came up in the inning. McNally, Murray, Flood, and Hess all came around to score after reaching on a double, a walk, and a back-to-back singles. And the Broncos up 11-0 then into the 5th, where they would put this one away, not without some traffic out on the base paths, though. A walk and a single to start the 5th, then back-to-back strikeouts before a hit batter loaded the bases with 2 out. And then McNally struck out Brooklyn Diedrich, one of her 11 strikeouts, to put the finishing touches on the 11-0 victory via the run rule in 5 innings. More of the numbers for you when we come back here on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services Between Game show as Spring Hill wins this one 11-0 over Louisburg in Game 1 of our doubleheader.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services agents have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. And we're as committed as ever to providing you with that level of service. As part of your community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track.
Contact Farm Bureau Financial Agent Michael Grand anytime or learn more at michaelgrand.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Come see the improvements and upgrades throughout the store. As always, Price Chopper is the place for hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and unbeatable flavors from the bakery. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Price Chopper is now happy to offer curbside pickup, locally owned and operated, and under new management. Price Chopper in Spring Hill, open daily, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Spring Hill's hometown shop is J&T Auto Service. As a full-service repair shop, J&T Auto Service works on all makes and models. Diesels, Europeans, they do it all. From combines to Corvettes. Visit J&T Auto Service for oil changes, tires, brakes, alignments, electrical diagnostics, and so much more. Small town, friendly service with high-tech tools and training. Schedule your service at J&T Auto Service. Call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Are you looking for experienced and knowledgeable electrical contractors? Scott Electric is your right choice. We have been providing high-quality electrical repair, remodeling, and troubleshooting services at affordable prices since 1972. Expect the highest attention to detail from start to finish. We are a licensed and insured electrical company. Our residential electrical services include installation of smoke detectors, hot tubs, and basement finishing. No job is too big or too small for our trained electricians. Call for a free estimate.
We're between games of our doubleheader here in Spring Hill tonight. The Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime/tonight between games show as we look at the final numbers from an 11-0 victory for Spring Hill in Game 1 of this doubleheader. The winning pitcher is Margaret McNally, who is excellent. 5 innings, just 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 1 hit batter, and 11 strikeouts to pick up the victory. The loss goes to Isabella Moreland. 4 innings, 11 hits, 11 runs, 9 of them earned, with 4 walks and 4 strikeouts, taking the loss as the Broncos end up with 11 runs on 11 hits, no errors, and 5 left stranded. Louisburg, no runs on 2 hits with 3 errors and 4 left stranded, as Spring Hill has yet to give up a run this year. They have scored at least 11 every game, and they have yet to surrender 1 on the season. Offensively, for Louisburg, Brooklyn Diedrich 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts. Ashley Moreau 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Jenna Cawthon 1 for 2 with a double. Isabella Moreland 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Megan Quinn 0 for 1, drew a walk, also had a strikeout. Mia Wilson 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. Jenna Terry 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Riley Hickey 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Brooklyn Diedrich 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And Madison Ramey, no official at bat, but she was hit by a pitch in her lone plate appearance. For Spring Hill, Portia Stoker out of the leadoff spot, 1 for 3 in the ball game, a double, a run scored, had a walk and a stolen base as well. Ryan Pinkerton 0 for 2 with a strikeout, did reach base via a walk in the third. Gage Pinkerton 1 for 3, reached on an error and came around to score, picked up an RBI in the first, singled in the second. Margaret McNally 2 for 3 in the ball game, a double, a single, a pair of runs scored for McNally. Vanessa Murray 1 for 2 with a single, a stolen base, drew a walk and scored a run. Julia Hess 2 for 2 in the game, or I checked that 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored. Also drew a walk and stole a base. Peyton Flood 1 for 1 out of that 6th spot with an RBI single and a run scored. Mariah Hess 2 for 3, a double, a single, a pair of runs scored. Trinity Tower was 1 for 2 with a bunt single and a run scored. Avery Sealing 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Make that 1 for 3 rather, with a double and a run scored. And Trinity, or rather Malia January, 0 for 1 in the ball game. So that's your final numbers from Game 1 of this doubleheader. A 11-0 victory in 5 via the run rule for Spring Hill. The Broncos now 5-0, Louisburg 0-5. We'll have Game 2 of the doubleheader coming up. You've been watching the Michael Grant Farm shows. Stay right here. We'll play some more of the sponsors for you, and we'll be back to join you live when we get closer to starting Game 2 of this doubleheader here on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
When a team comes together, they deliver victory. When the team at Gambino's in Spring Hill comes together, they deliver delicious pizzas and so much more. Family owned and operated, Gambino's has all the ingredients of a great team, including, well, their ingredients. The freshest, perfectly prepared pizzas, sandwiches, pastas, salads, appetizers, and more. To feed your home team, call Gambino's at 913-686-4424 or visit Gambino'sPizza.com. Delivering the winning taste to Spring Hill. Gambino's. You're gonna love it. Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at Hers, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services agents have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. And we're as committed as ever to providing you with that level of service. As part of your community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track.
Contact Farm Bureau Financial Agent Michael Grand anytime or learn more at michaelgrand.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Pinky Plumbing in Spring Hill is a proud supporter of Bronco Athletics. Keeping your plumbing system in good shape can do wonders for your property's value and lifespan. Get exceptional plumbing services when you hire the plumbing specialist at Pinky Plumbing. At Pinky Plumbing, they take pride in their work and guarantee the best plumbing services in the shortest time possible at the most reasonable price. To learn more, give them a call at 913-568-8201 or visit pinkyplumbing.com. Go Broncos! Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill. When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill. the industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Are you looking for experienced and knowledgeable electrical contractors? Scott Electric is your right choice. We have been providing high-quality electrical repair, remodeling, and troubleshooting services at affordable prices since 1972. Expect the highest attention to detail from start to finish. We are a licensed and insured electrical company. Our residential electrical services include installation of smoke detectors, hot tubs, and basement finishing. No job is too big or too small for our trained electricians. Call for a free estimate.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573. Pinky Plumbing in Spring Hill is a proud supporter of Bronco Athletics. Keeping your plumbing system in good shape can do wonders for your property's value and lifespan. Get exceptional plumbing services when you hire the plumbing specialist at Pinky Plumbing. At Pinky Plumbing, they take pride in their work and guarantee the best plumbing services in the shortest time possible at the most reasonable price. To learn more, give them a call at 913-568-8201 or visit pinkyplumbing.com. Go Broncos!
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453. Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit elliottInsuranceGroup.com. When a team comes together, they deliver victory. When the team at Gambino's in Spring Hill comes together, they deliver delicious pizzas and so much more. Family owned and operated, Gambino's has all the ingredients of a great team, including, well, their ingredients. The freshest, perfectly prepared pizzas, sandwiches, pastas, salads, appetizers, and more. To feed your home team, call Gambino's at 913-686-4424 or visit Gambino'sPizza.com. Delivering the winning taste to Spring Hill. Gambino's. You're gonna love it.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at Hers, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call us at
913-247-3530.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Come see the improvements and upgrades throughout the store. As always, Price Chopper is the place for hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and unbeatable flavors from the bakery. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Price Chopper is now happy to offer curbside pickup, locally owned and operated, and under new management. Price Chopper in Spring Hill, open daily, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
And welcome back to Spring Hill inside the ballpark here on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics, along with Caden Carbajo. I'm Bryce Kessler, and we are getting set for Game 2 of this doubleheader. It is 11-0 victory in Game 1 of the doubleheader for Spring Hill. We were gone for a few minutes from you there. The wind hasn't changed. It is still awfully windy and some clouds rolling in. There is no more sunshine to be had for the rest of the night probably, but hopefully at least it stays dry for us. And according to my weather, it's supposed to, but we'll see if that is the case or not. Peyton, I don't care if you and I get wet. I don't know if the computer will like being wet too much, but we'll see. All right, Game 2 of this doubleheader. Vanessa Murray will be in the circle in Game 2 for Spring Hill. Junior will try to duplicate what fellow junior Margaret McNally did in Game 1 when she struck out 11 Wildcats on the way to that victory. Gave up just 2 hits in 5 innings. The defense behind McNally, it'll be Malia January in left, Portia Stoker in center, and Julia Hess in right. Ryan Pinkerton is the third baseman. Mariah Hess is the shortstop. Peyton Flood at second, and Delaney Hill the first baseman. And Gage Pinkerton is back behind the plate once again here in Game 2. Leading it off for Louisburg is Brooklyn Diedrich. Senior center fielder who hit out of the leadoff spot in Game 1 is back there for Game 2, and a little foul tip right off the mask of the catcher Pinkerton to start this one. Glad you're with us here on this home opener for the Spring Hill softball season. The girls now 5-0 this year after wins over Chanute and Ottawa in the Fort Scott tournament. Hammered foul by Diedrich, and it's 0-2. And then a pair of wins at Tonganoxie. Of course, the win earlier here tonight in Game 1 of this doubleheader makes the Broncos not only 5-0, but about as good of a 5-0 as you could be. They have outscored their 5 opponents now 63-0 so far this season. And a swing and a miss out of Diedrich, and it's a 3-pitch strikeout for Vanessa Murray to start Game 2 of this doubleheader. In Spring Hill will now face Ashley Moreau of Louisburg, who was the DP in Game 1, is now playing shortstop in Game 2. Foul back, and it's 0-1. We've seen Diedrich already. This is Moreau. She'll be followed by Jenna Cawthon, and then it is Moreland, Quinn, and Wilson in the middle third. Frazier, Ming, and Ramey rounding out the order for Nick Chapman's Louisburg Wildcats. 0-1 is outside, so it's 1-1. And just 4 base runners in Game 1 did Louisburg. 2 hits, a walk, and a hit batter. That's low. 2-1 to Moreau. And all of that came late. They got a double in the 4th with 2 outs, and then in the 5th, they had a leadoff walk, a single, and then a hit batter to load the bases with 2 outs, and they've got their first hit of Game 2, just 2 batters in, as Moreau drops one out there in front of the left fielder January. 1 on and 1 out. The batter will be the third baseman, freshman Jenna Cawthon, who had the double in Game 1. She'll be a third base again here in Game 2. First pitch to her is a swing and a miss at a high pitch. Throw down a second, and they gun down the attempted base stealer. Moreau erased by Pinkerton's hose from behind home plate. Put it right on the money on the bag for Mariah Hess, who applies the tag. And Moreau is caught stealing for the second out. 0-1 pitch. Chopper to second. Flood able to take it off of 2 big hops. Fires to Hill, and the inning is over. Only 3 come to the plate. They get a hit, but it's erased, and no score as we go to the bottom of the first here on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Off to the bottom of the first inning, let's look at the defensive alignment for the Louisburg Wildcats. In the circle will be another freshman, Megan Quinn, gets the start here in Game 2. Game 1's starter, freshman Isabella Moreland, is now behind the plate. So a freshman battery here in Game 2 for Louisburg, with Quinn throwing to Moreland. Madison Ramey is in left, Brooklyn Diedrich in center field, Maggie Ming is the right fielder, Jenna Cawthon at third, Ashley Moreau the shortstop, Jenna Terry is at second, and Jada Frazier is the first baseman. As a few sprinkles begin to fall on us here. For Spring Hill, this is the way that Corey Kotzer will run them out in Game 2, leading off the left fielder Amelia January. Second baseman Peyton Flood bats second, Gage Pinkerton, the catcher, bats third. Margaret McNally, the DP, batting fourth. Vanessa Murray, the pitcher, bats fifth. Delaney Hill, first baseman, bats sixth. Julia Hess, the right fielder, bats seventh. Ryan Pinkerton, third baseman, batting eighth. And rounding out the order is center fielder Portia Stoker. So this is Malia January, the junior left fielder, will lead things off. Did not start in Game 1, did come in and got an at-bat late in Game 1 as a pinch hitter in the fourth and hit a chopper back to the pitcher. So it was 0 for 1 in Game 1, and she'll lead off in Game 2 for Spring Hill and takes it for strike one. The 0-1 to January, low, ball one. An 11-0 win in Game 1 for Spring Hill. They scored in every inning, 3-1, 3-4. Game ended after the Broncos were up 11-0 following the top of the fifth inning. Run rule in effect. Every game this year has been a run rule victory for Spring Hill. 2-1 pitch to January. Called strike, and it's even at 2-2. They have won 15-0, 11-0. 15-0, 11-0, and 11-0. January can't come up with it on that swing at the 1-2 pitch, so she is retired for the strikeout, and it is Peyton Flood who will step in now for Spring Hill with one out and nobody on in the bottom of the first inning. Coming up swinging, fouls it away. Oh, 0-1 pitch to Flood. Fouled away as well. So it's quickly 0-2 to Peyton Flood. She was also a late game replacement. Came in the top of the fourth inning and then gotten it back in the bottom of the fourth of Game 1 and delivered an RBI single and came around to score as well. So a productive game for being in there for all of an inning and a half. Made a nice play in the field as well while she was in there. Takes the 0-2 outside, so 1 ball, 2 strikes to Flood. Here's the pitch from Quinn. Ground ball to left side, scooped by Moreau. The shortstop throws a bit low, but able to pick it just above the dirt is Frazier. And Flood is retired 6-3, and with 2 outs, that'll bring up Gage Pinkerton for Spring Hill. For First pitch to Pinkerton is taken outside, ball one. Gage is behind the plate for the second game again after catching in game one. Reached twice, once via the air, once on a single. Had an RBI and a run scored. And she is out in front on the count here, 2-0. 2 outs, base is empty. Spring Hill struck for 3 in the first of game one. And now 3-0 to Pinkerton. Margaret McNally, the DP in game two, waits on deck for Spring Hill. As Quinn looks in for the sign on a 3-0 pitch, swinging away. Pinkerton rolls over the top of it to the shortstop, Moreau, who makes another play and ends the inning in order. No score through one here on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Are you looking for experienced and knowledgeable electrical contractors? Scott Electric is your right choice. We have been providing high-quality electrical repair, remodeling, and troubleshooting services at affordable prices since 1972. Expect the highest attention to detail from start to finish. We are a licensed and insured electrical company. Our residential electrical services include installation of smoke detectors, hot tubs, and basement finishing. No job is too big or too small for our trained electricians. Call for a free estimate.
No score as we go to the second inning here in Spring Hill tonight. Spring Hill, an 11-0 winner in game one. Game two has started with a scoreless first frame for both teams. And the sun has disappeared here this evening after we were cloudy but yet mostly sunny in game one and very windy. So the temperature is starting to drop a little bit with the sun not shining anymore. Still says it's 74 degrees out here, but with no sun and a 18-mile-per-hour wind that is gusting to 37 right now. It's cooled off quite a bit. A few little raindrops falling here at the ballpark. This is Isabella Moreland to lead things off at the second for Louisburg, and she takes low for ball one. Moreland took the loss as the pitcher in game one for Louisburg. At the plate, she was 0 for 2. Infield pop out and a strikeout. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Vanessa Murray. And, ooh, wow, that one misses apparently, and it's 2-0. So Murray faced the minimum in the first despite giving up a hit. She did give up a single to Ashley Moreau, but Moreau was gunned down trying to steal second on a beautiful throw by Pinkerton from behind the dish. Here's the 2-0. Moreland offers at it, and it's 2-1 now. Two-one pitch on the way, and a swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Murray, after starting this at bat 2-0, now has it even at 2-2 and gets a third straight swing and miss from Moreland as Murray picks up her second strikeout of the ball game, and it's one away with the bases empty for Megan Quinn. Quinn pitching in this one after playing first in game one. She did reach base with a walk in the fifth inning, was 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk, and she goes up hacking at the first pitch, but like Moreland, comes up empty on the attempt, 0-1. We must have a soccer game going on tonight as well. And that's the national anthem. You can kind of hear it in the background. It's not here, it's up the hill and to the west where the soccer facility is. So the umpire turned to the crowd and says, I just don't want anybody upset if we're playing while you can hear the national anthem going on over there. Here's the 0-2 pitch. foul back. Carvalho, you want to sing it for us? I hear you got some pipes. You can sing the national anthem.
Yeah.
No? Trying to give you the limelight here. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and it just missed outside 1-2. Murray stares in at Pinkerton, gets the sign she wants. Here's the 1-2, and it's upstairs, ball 2. One out, nobody on. Top half of the second inning. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Quinn. Pop back and out of play. Heads up in the seats, and a barehanded grab made by somebody. I don't know who, but nice grab. But a bit of a bobble on it, but
You get these people on all these foul balls, people catching.
Yeah. Nicely done. 2-2 pitch again. Pulled the string on her. The off-speed pitch gets Quinn to swing through it for strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts from Vanessa Murray to start the second inning, and that brings up Nia Wilson, the DP. She was the shortstop in game 1, was 1 for 2, had one of the only 2 hits off of McNally for Louisburg, a single in the 5th inning. Oh, 0-1 the count. The pitch by Murray is high. Here's the 1-1. That's high as well, so 2 balls and a strike to Wilson. Off-speed pitch popped up in the air, shallow center field, long run out, and what a grab by the shortstop Mariah Hess over the shoulder with a gusting wind blowing that ball all around. A very difficult play to be made by Mariah Hess, but she makes it look rather easy. And it's a 1-2-3 inning on an excellent web gym by Hess. No score as we go to the bottom of the second here on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Pinky Plumbing in Spring Hill is a proud supporter of Bronco Athletics. Keeping your plumbing system in good shape can do wonders for your property's value and lifespan. Get exceptional plumbing services when you hire the plumbing specialist at Pinky Plumbing. At Pinky Plumbing, they take pride in their work and guarantee the best plumbing services in the shortest time possible at the most reasonable price. To learn more, give them a call at 913-568-8201 or visit pinkyplumbing.com. Go Broncos!
Spring Hill will try to grab a lead here in the bottom of the second inning as they will face the freshman Megan Quinn, who retired the Broncos in order in the first. No score as we go to this bottom of the second inning. Middle of this lineup for Spring Hill. McNally, Murray, and Hill coming up. Margaret McNally will lead things off. Had a terrific game as the pitcher for Spring Hill in game 1 of this doubleheader, an 11-0 Spring Hill victory. Had 11 strikeouts, surrendering just 2 hits for the victory. At the plate, she had a pair of hits as well. Off the end of the bat, that tie on the foul ball, and it will make the count 1-1 to McNally. A single and a double back in game 1. Murray, who's behind her, reached twice as well, and Delaney Hill, well, bat third in this inning. She did not play in game 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ooh, called strike. McNally thought it was a bit high. Might not have been wrong, but the count is now 1-2 to Margaret McNally. And that's taken high, and this time it is called high. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to McNally. Has to protect there, a little bit low maybe, but definitely close enough that McNally has to just spoil that pitch by Quinn. Good pitch right there by Quinn, working with a freshman catcher as well. A full freshman battery for Louisburg. It was a very young team all around. They are starting 5 freshmen in the lineup again here in game 2. Same they had in game 1, and Quinn gets McNally to swing through that one for the strikeout. So with 1 away, the batter will be Vanessa Murray. Starting as the pitcher here in game 2. Single and a walk back in game 1. Scored a run. And rolls the first pitch foul down to her head coach in the third base box, Corey Kotzer. Oh, 1 pitch. High, ball 1. Spring Hill will get Bonner Springs at home coming up on Thursday this week for another doubleheader. 1-1 pitch, fouled back. Play their first 4 on the road, and now they'll get 6 of their next 8 here at home over the next 2 weeks. All league games with Louisburg tonight, Bonner Springs Thursday, and then next week a visit to Eudora on Tuesday, and then back home for Baldwin next Thursday. Another foul ball. Still have not surrendered a run this year. They're averaging a little under 13 runs per game on the offensive side. So far, they have seen 4 batters come to the plate, 4 batters retired by Megan Quinn. This ball popped out behind the catcher, Moreland. Had a tough time tracking it initially, so it falls to the dirt for a foul ball, and it keeps Murray alive. Count still 1-2 on Murray. Here's the pitch by Quinn. Line drive, fair ball down the third base side, and Vanessa Murray has the game's first hit for Spring Hill. And Murray will get a courtesy runner for her. It'll be Trinity Tower who comes on as the courtesy runner. So Tower will run it first with 1 out. And the batter is Delaney Hill, sophomore first baseman. Did not play in game 1. So we'll get her first chance to step into the box here with 1 out, 1 on in the bottom of the second of game 2. First pitch from Quinn. High and outside for a ball, and Tower wastes no time moving up into scoring position as she swipes second base. One-0 pitch to Hill. Bit tardy on the swing, and it's 1-1. Spring Hill's shown very good base running in this game. Not only the ability to steal some bases, I guess they're now third or fourth now stolen base of the combined doubleheader games, as Hill puts a charge into 1 out to center, and see you later. 2-run shot to straightaway center field for sophomore Delaney Hill, and Spring Hill leads it 2-0 in the second inning. A 2-run home run for Delaney Hill. Clears the bases off and brings Julia Hess to the plate. And the Broncos on top 2-0. Hess, the right fielder here in game 2, was 1 for 1 at the plate in game 1. Had a single and a run scored, also was walked, and a stolen base. Yeah, so the Broncos had 3 stolen bases back in game 1. So that was their 4th stolen base earlier by Tower as Hess takes high for ball 1. But they've shown good base running all night long. Taking the extra base on the throws, taking advantage of a couple of misplayed balls to extend singles into, in effect, doubles. And don't need to worry about moving up extra bases, knock it out of the park, which Delaney Hill just did. Now 3-0 to Hess. Past Ramey, who was trying to make the play on it. And Spring Hill will take a 3-0 lead here in the second inning. But that's how the Broncos have been hitting the ball, just on a line all ball game long. So haven't had a chance to hit it out of the park much. Hill finally put one up in that wind current and rode it right out of here to straightaway center as the first pitch to Stoker misses for ball 1. A crooked number up here in the second for Spring Hill as the Broncos have plated 3. They lead it 3-0 and looking for more with a runner at second and 1 out. The 1-0 pitch to Stoker, low for ball 2. Quinn worked well early, retired the first 4 she faced, a couple of groundouts and a couple of strikeouts. And she gets the strike on Stoker there to make it 2-1, but since it's been a single, a home run, a walk, and another single. That single turning into extra bases, though, thanks to the error. Has Pinkerton out at second base, and a swing and a miss at the 2-1, evens the count up at 2-2. Stoker was the leadoff hitter for the Broncos in game 1, went 1 for 3 at the plate, had a double to lead off the game in the first, came around to score, then walked in her 3rd plate appearance, but she goes down swinging here in the second. So with 2 away, that will send the order back to the top for Malia January, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout in this game. 3 have scored in the inning for Spring Hill. They've got another one out there at second. And January takes strike 1. Quinn's recorded 3 strikeouts now in this game. Trying to get this inning over with after watching 3 come across, and that one gets past the second baseman Terry, who was trying to make a backhanded stab at it. It's an RBI single for Malia January, and it is 4-0 Broncos. January with 2 outs, delivering the big base hit to drive in the run. And now here's Peyton Flood. Flood takes a strike, and it's 0-1. 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 error in this second inning. Flood swings and misses at that one. The throw down to second gets into center field. Diedrich backing it up nicely, though, and that will keep January right there on second. Doesn't allow her to move up an extra base, but she does pick up the stolen base. Puts herself into scoring position with 2 outs here. Count 0-2, though, on Peyton Flood. Grounded out to the shortstop her first time up. Here's the 0-2, and that is outside for a ball. One-two pitch on the way to Flood. Fouls it out of play. Broncos left 5 stranded in game 1 in their 4 innings of work. I got one out there at second here on the 1-2 pitch to Flood, and again fouls it away. One-two again. Low. Blocked, though, by Moreland. So January unable to advance. 2 balls, 2 strikes down to Peyton Flood. Quinn delivers and misses high and outside, 3-2. So Flood was able to battle off a couple of 2-strike pitches on foul balls. Has now taken 2 to fill the count. Payoff pitch from Quinn. Swing and a miss by Flood. They've got to throw down to first to complete the out, and they do. So the inning comes to a close, but the Broncos score 4 and lead it 4-0 through 2 here on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573.
4-0 Spring Hill as we go to the 3rd inning tonight. 4 runs off of 4 hits, 1 air, 1 left. In the home half of the 2nd for Spring Hill. So Vanessa Murray back to work against the bottom 3rd of the lineup for Louisburg. She has given up a hit in this game, but has faced the minimum so far. Didn't miss by much, but it's ball 1 to Jada Frazier. Junior Frazier is a first baseman in this 2nd game. She was the catcher back in game 1. Here's the 1-0. That's a strike. Frazier did not bat in game 1. She was the flex player as the catcher, so getting her first at bat of the night right here. The 1-1 pitch. Inside, ball 2. A little bit high, and it's 3-1 to Frazier. Shaking off a couple of signs. Now Murray delivers on 3-1. Off-speed pitch for the strike. Frazier was geared up, ready to go ripping at that 3-1 pitch, but was way out in front of the changeup. Where does Murray go now on 3-2? Missed high with the rise, and that will put Frazier aboard with a leadoff walk. Maggie Ming, right fielder, will step in. She also did not come to the plate in game 1, didn't play at all in game 1. She gets the start out in right field here in game 2, and now climbs into the box to face Murray with a runner at first and nobody out. Fouls off a bunt, trying to sacrifice Frazier up to 2nd, but now it's 0-1. Pinkerton will set up about 40 feet from home plate down that 3rd base line. No sign of a bunt this time as Ming swings underneath of a pitch to make it 0-2. Well, likely won't be bunting now, 0-2, so Pinkerton will take a couple of steps back. At 3rd, here's the 0-2 pitch. Off speed, and ooh, just missed inside. Murray nearly rung her up. Still working with a great pitcher's count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shakes Pinkerton 3 times, now delivers. Off speed, swing and a miss. Throw down to first, and they got her at first. 2nd excellent play from behind the dish by Gage Pinkerton in this game. She threw out Ashley Moreau trying to steal 2nd earlier, and now the back pick behind the runner Frazier at first, who was venturing a little bit too far off on that secondary lead, and Pinkerton with a strike down to Hill, who applies the tag for the 2nd out. Pinkerton has been very good behind the plate both games so far today for Spring Hill. 1-0 the count, swing and a miss by Ramey, and it's 1-1. Madison Ramey in game one came on to hit in the 5th inning and was hit by a pitch. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Called strike, and it's 1-2. Swings that one up above her eyes, and that is the 3rd out of the inning on the 5th strikeout so far from Vanessa Murray. 4-0 Spring Hill. We go to the bottom of the 3rd on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill.
4-0 Spring Hill as the Broncos lead Louisburg as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. All 4 runs for Spring Hill coming last inning in the 2nd. 4 runs off of 4 hits against freshman Megan Quinn. And it'll be Gage Pinkerton to lead things off. 3, 4, and 5 due up for Spring Hill in the home half of the 3rd. Pinkerton 0 for 1 at the plate in this game. She has been exceptional behind the plate in this 2nd game, as Louisburg has had 2 batters reach, 1 on a single, 1 on a walk, and both have been erased thanks to Pinkerton. Here's the first pitch to Gage, and she takes it outside for ball 1. Pinkerton caught Moreau stealing in the 1st and then picked off Frazier down in 1st, throwing back behind her last inning. 1-0 pitch by Quinn. Off the handle of the bat, fouled away by Pinkerton. Gage, a senior for Spring Hill. A pivotal part of this team as the catcher, and bats right in the heart of the order. The 1-1 pitch sails over the head of the catcher, Moreland, and it's 2-1. Two-one pitch. Low, ball 3. So Pinkerton at a good spot here with a 3-1 count. She went swinging on a 3-0 count back at the 1st. Hit the ball on the ground to the shortstop, Moreau. Here's the 3-1. And it's a ball 4 outside. Pinkerton draws the walk as the sun has come back out again here at the ballpark. So the leadoff walk to Pinkerton brings Margaret McNally to the plate. Struck out the first time up. One of the 4 strikeouts for Megan Quinn this ball game. Here comes the first pitch to McNally. Low, gets past Moreland, and Pinkerton will scamper on down to 2nd. So the wild pitch will move Pinkerton into scoring position for the Broncos. The 1-0. Offered at, but McNally comes up empty, and it's 1-1. That's high, and it's 2-1. Pinkerton in scoring position after the walk, and the advance up on the wild pitch. Here's the 2-1 pitch to McNally. That is high as well. Moreland able to snag it back behind the plate. But a 3-1 count now to McNally. Couple of hits back in game one. She can deliver here. It may plate another run. Here's the 3-1. Line drive directed off the glove of Quinn, the pitcher, and Pinkerton will come in to score from second. The good news for everybody is that ball went off the glove of Quinn and not off the body of Quinn, who tells the home plate umpire she's okay. But that was a rocket off the bat of McNally that just missed the pitcher Quinn. She did get some leather on it, but not enough to stop that ball from going past her and out into center field. It's an RBI single by McNally, and it's 5-0 Spring Hill. Here's Vanessa Murray, who takes the first pitch for a called strike. 0-1 to Murray. Singled back in the second inning. Was lifted for the courtesy runner Tower, who came around to score. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Murray. Outside, ball one. 1-1 pitch low, blocked by Moreland. Taking a late break for it down to second is McNally, and she's in there safely. So McNally able to move up into scoring position on the wild pitch, and with the 2-1 count, Murray chance to drive in another one perhaps. Two-1. Ground ball down the third base line. It's a fair ball. Long throw across the diamond, made in time by Cawthon for the out. Advancing over to third on that throw across was McNally. So 5-3 on the put out to retire Murray for the first out of the inning. Well, she does move the runner up to third with less than 2 outs for Delaney Hill. Hill standing in for the second time in this ball game. A 2-run home run to straightaway center last inning. That started the scoring in this game for Spring Hill, and now she's quick to swing away here. Ground ball to third. Cawthon makes the play again, but coming in to score is Margaret McNally. So it's another 5-3 putout, but it's a third RBI of the game for Delaney Hill, who makes it 6-0 Spring Hill. 3 RBI on the day for Delaney Hill and 2 at-bats. Julia Hess, the batter now, walked and scored last inning, takes inside for a ball. One-0 pitch to Hess, high, ball 2. Pitch is low, bounces back to the backstop, and nobody on base. We've seen that quite often in this game, in the 2 games, more so in the first game than in the second, but nobody on base this time to take advantage of it. So 3-0 the count to Hess, who has walked twice already in the 2 games. Takes a strike there, so it's 3-1. 3-1 pitch. Popped up, a chance for Moreland behind the plate, and she does make the catch in foul territory to end the inning. But Spring Hill adds 2 more, and the Broncos lead it 6-0 as we go to the 4th on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
When a team comes together, they deliver victory. When the team at Gambino's in Spring Hill comes together, they deliver delicious pizzas and so much more. Family owned and operated, Gambino's has all the ingredients of a great team, including, well, their ingredients. The freshest, perfectly prepared pizzas, sandwiches, pastas, salads, appetizers, and more. To feed your home team, call Gambino's at 913-686-4424 or visit Gambino'sPizza.com. Delivering the winning taste to Spring Hill. Gambino's. You're gonna love it.
6-0 Broncos. 2 runs on just 1 hit last inning for Spring Hill, and they have extended their lead to 6-0 over Louisburg as we head to the 4th inning tonight. Back to the top of the order for Louisburg. Vanessa Murray has faced the minimum so far through 3. And she gets a swinging foul ball off the bat of Brooklyn Diedrich to start the 4th. Has given up 1 hit and also issued 1 walk. But both of those batters who have reached for Louisburg have been erased by the catcher Gage Pinkerton. Caught one stealing and picked one off a first. 0-1 pitch, fouled straight back, and it's quickly 0-2 to Diedrich. Diedrich struck out back at the 1st inning to start the game for Louisburg. One of 5 strikeout victims of Murray in this one. Through 8 innings of softball tonight, 5 from game 1 and 3 so far in game 2. Spring Hill pitchers Murray and McNally have struck out now 17 Louisburg batters, as Diedrich is a strikeout victim for the 2nd time tonight. 1 away. Bases empty for Ashley Moreau. She's got the only hit of this 2nd game for Louisburg. A single down the left field line back in the 1st inning. Then was caught stealing 2nd. She takes outside ball 1 to start this at bat. (1-0) from Murray. Offered at 1-1 the count. Louisburg 0-5 on the year. Spring Hill 5-0 on the season. Couple of shakes and on. Here's the 1-1. Off speed, got her out in front of it, 1-2. High on the 1-2, and the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2. Ground ball to 2nd. Peyton Flood has it take a big hop late on her. And Moreau will reach on the air at 2nd. So 1 on with 1 out. And the batter will be Jenna Cawthon, who is 0 for 1 in this game. Had a hit back in game 1. Freshman grounded out to 2nd the first time up in game 2. First pitch to her is high, ball 1. So let's see if Moreau tries Pinkerton again. She tried to steal back at the first when she reached and was gunned down. Does she try it again on a 1-0? Not moving, and it's a strike call to Cawthon, and it's 1-1. One pitch inside, ball 2. One out, runner at first. 6-0 Spring Hill as we play the top of the 4th. 2-1 offering from Murray. Off-speed pitch, chopper to 3rd. Pinkerton going to 2nd. Flood on the bag for 1. That's all they'll get, but they do erase the lead runner on the 5-4 that time. So the fielder's choice puts Cawthon aboard at 1st with now 2 outs. And that brings up Isabella Moreland, the catcher, who is 0 for 1 of the ball game with a strikeout back in the 2nd inning. First pitch from Murray. Swing and a miss. That's where she worked Moreland in that first at bat as well. Worked everything up about the shoulders. And Moreland was unable to lay off in that at bat, and she's unable to lay off on the first pitch of this at bat. Goes low that time and missed low, so it's 1-1. Good idea that time, changing the eye level of the batter Moreland after working her up. Tried to come down and get one at the low end of the strike zone, but just missed. Now off speed low, has Moreland well out in front of that one, and it's 1-2. So back-to-back low. Last one with a little off speed. Let's see if they go back up high near the eyes. Throw this one up eye level. See if Moreland will chase it again. Here's the 1-2. They do go up there, and Moreland does chase after it. So a perfect execution on that strikeout. It is the 7th of the game for Murray, and through 3.5, it's 6-0 Spring Hill on top of Louisburg on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
you're looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area, look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
6-0 Spring Hill, bottom of the fourth from Spring Hill tonight in the home opener for the Broncos, and it's been a successful night so far for Spring Hill as they won game one of this doubleheader 11-0, and they are out in front 6-0 here in game two. They've given up just one hit so far in this second game through four. Vanessa Murray, much like Margaret McNally in game one, has been excellent in the circle for the Broncos. And the offense, after failing to score in the first inning, the only inning they have not scored in so far tonight, they put up 4 in the second, 2 more in the third, and they will look to add to that tally here in the fourth. It'll be Ryan Pinkerton to lead things off, the Bronco third baseman. She is 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored. That came back in the second inning. Pinkerton followed by Stoker, back to the top of the order then for January. The 3 due up in the home half of the fourth for Spring Hill. Pinkerton asking for time prior to the first pitch by Quinn, who was taking some time looking in, trying to sync up with her catcher Moreland. An all-freshman battery. Here's the pitch. Called strike one to Pinkerton. One on the way. Ripped to short and past Moreau into left field. It's another base hit for Pinkerton, her second in 2 at-bats. And the Broncos in business once again here in the fourth inning with a runner on, nobody out for Portia Stoker. Stoker 0 for 1, struck out in the second inning. And we'll see the wheels go into motion again here with Pinkerton on board. And Stoker takes the first pitch. It's high, ball 1. Pinkerton was quite a ways off of first, kind of stumbled as she tried to put the brakes on, and Moreland for a split second thought about going that way, but Pinkerton able to get her balance back, get back onto the base. Ground ball through the left side, and another base hit for Spring Hill. Looking to go first to third. A little bit of a hesitation coming around the bag, but able to make it nonetheless is Pinkerton. And moving up to second on that throw to third is Stoker. So back-to-back singles to start this fourth inning for Spring Hill. And now they've got runners at second and third with nobody out for Malia January. There was 1 for 2 in the game, had a single back in the second. A strikeout in the first, and she hits the first pitch on the ground to the shortstop Moreau. Unable to field it cleanly. January safe at first, and in to score is Pinkerton on the RBI for January. 7-0 Spring Hill. Going over to third on the play as well is Portia Stoker. So runners are at the corners now for Spring Hill. Peyton Flood, the batter. She swings first pitch and bloops one over the head of the shortstop Moreau out into shallow left center field. Driving in Stoker to make it 8-0 Spring Hill. And they've got first and second now with still nobody out. Nick Chapman will come out to have a chat with his group. And Spring Hill has quickly put up 2 more runs in the fourth. And they've got 2 more on with nobody out. 3 singles and an error in this inning, and the Broncos trying to put a couple more on the board so they will have the opportunity to do what they did in game 1, and that's end this thing early via a run rule. They'll need to get 10 on the board in order to do that after 5. They'll still have to, no matter what, well, I guess not no matter what. If they get all the way to 15, they can end this one here in the 4th. But they get a couple more on the board, they'll have a chance then in the top of the 5th to put the finishing touches on another victory. Gage Pinkerton will be the batter. 0 for 1 officially in this game. Does have a run scored, though, after drawing a walk last inning and coming around to score. She has been superb behind the plate defensively in this game. Now let's see if she can deliver with the bat in her hand. The first pitch in the dirt. Moreland, not a lot she could do about that one as the runners both move up 60 feet to make it 2nd and 3rd now with nobody out. There's just no real chance there. That ball in the dirt early, off to the side. Moreland did her best, but the wild pitch allows the move up by the runners. Here's the 1-0 with 2 in scoring position now by Pinkerton, and she lays off one up at the eyes, and it's 2-0. Coach Kotzer telling her to be selective, but you know that she wants to find one that she can drive right now with runners out there at 2nd and 3rd. Here's the 2-0. She likes it, and she rips it, but it's foul as Malia January says, oh my. That ball went zinging right past her down that third base line. Pinkerton unable to sit back long enough to put that one in the fair territory, but she barreled it up, and it's now 2-1. See if she can straighten that out here on the 2-1 pitch from Quinn. She does, and she sends a rocket out to center, and what a grab. Laying out to make a diving catch is Brooklyn Diedrich. And did they get it in time? They did not get it back in time to second to get the second out, as both runners for Spring Hill, Flood and January, thought that ball was going to be down. They had both started the run, and because of that, nothing will come of it for Spring Hill. They won't get the advance. Now the question is going to be, was the second baseman Terry on the bag? She didn't have to make a tag. All she had to do was be on the bag, and they're going to confer after Nick Chapman came out to ask the field umpire. He's going to talk with the home plate umpire. There was no need for a tag. All they had to do was be in contact with the base when that ball came in to Terry, and if that beat the runner Flood back, then they would get the double play. The umpires continue to discuss as neither runner tagged up for Spring Hill, thinking that ball was going to get down, and Brooklyn Diedrich made an exceptional play out in center, and after the discussion they will say safe at second. There may have been a slight bobble too. It was hard to tell on that catch by Terry, which would of course cause that to be safe also. So runners stay at 2nd and 3rd. Flood at 2nd, January at 3rd, now with 1 out. And the batter is Margaret McNally. Ground ball to 3rd, stabbed by Cawthon, throws to 1st for the out. Now Spring Hill's got 2 runners over there at 3rd, making a late break for the plate, and tagged out on the flip home by Frazier. Moreland puts the tag on January, who was forced off at 3rd as Flood had moved up and was standing on 3rd as well. So after a very promising start to this inning, the Broncos come away with 2 runs. They lead it 8-0, but it could have been a lot more, as we will head to the 5th with Spring Hill leading Louisburg 8-0 on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
8-0 Spring Hill on top of Louisburg as we head to the 5th inning tonight. A couple of runs last inning on 3 hits, an error as well, but the Broncos ended up running into an out, misplaying a fly ball, although you can't hardly blame them too much for what was just an outstanding play by Brooklyn Diedrich. Had they been tagging, they would have had a chance to get a sac fly run on that as well, but again, it was an outstanding play by Diedrich, but then they run into an out to end the inning at home. Here's a fly ball out to center. That'll chase the center fielder back near the fence, and Stoker has it go off the end of the glove on the sprint out to straightaway center as Megan Quinn rides the wind out there for a leadoff double. Quinn will be lifted for the courtesy runner. The pitcher will head back into the dugout, and on to courtesy run is Riley Hickey. So Hickey will be the runner at second with nobody out for Maya Wilson, the DP, who is 0 for 1 in the game. Mia Wilson is batting out of the number 6 spot in this second game, as she did in the first game, and she was able to deliver one of the only 2 hits back in game 1. Put the ball in play, a pop out to end the second inning of game 2, and what was not just your regular routine pop up, it was a heck of a play made by Mariah Hess going over her shoulder back on the edge of the grass. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off the end of the bat, little squibber down the first base line, played well by Delaney Hill. They retire Wilson 3 unassisted, and moving up to third on the play goes Megan Quinn. So 60 feet away from the first run surrendered this year by Spring Hill. They have not allowed a run yet this season, outscoring their opponents now 71-0 so far this year. But Louisburg has the potential first run waiting 60 feet away. And Spring Hill going with a 5-person infield as Julia Hess comes in, and she is playing behind the pitcher right on top of the second base bag with 1 out and a runner at third. So a 2-person outfield right now for Spring Hill. Malia January playing left center and Portia Stoker playing right center with a 5-girl infield. The 1-0 pitch to Frazier. High, ball 2. Spring Hill trying to keep that shutout streak intact. They don't want to surrender anything. Up 8-0 here in the 5th. The 2-0 pitch. Off speed is in there for a called strike. 2-1. Frazier drew a walk back in the 3rd inning. There's the 2-1 to her, and now she has watched back-to-back strikes go by, so it's 2-2. Runner at third, 1 out. A leadoff double by Megan Quinn, just out of the reach of the center fielder Stoker. She's over to third now, and the 2-2 pitch is high. A check swing, but Frazier able to stay back on it, so it's now full 3-2. Payoff pitch. Low for ball 4 as Frazier draws her second walk of the game, and it puts runners at first and third now with 1 out. And the batter will be Maggie Ming, the right fielder who struck out the first time up at Spring Hill. Will go back to the traditional defensive alignment now. Hess reports back into right field, and they're back to a 4-girl infield. Here's the first pitch to Ming. Strike 1. Louisburg trying to tempt Gage Pinkerton into a throw down to first as Frazier was way off the bag, just standing there, and Pinkerton pumped it down that way, but didn't throw it. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and again a pump to third. Now a pump to first, then a pump to third. Pinkerton, we know she's got the arm. We've already seen her catch one stealing and pick off another runner in this second game. But right now, Louisburg more than anything is trying to get Pinkerton to be too aggressive as the 0-2 pitch is chopped up the third base line but fouled. And so far, Pinkerton has not taken the bait. Probably wisely so as well. You've got 8-9 coming up here with 8 up now and 9 on deck, who both struck out the first time. So also an 0-2 count right now. I think you'll let Murray see if she can get out of the jam herself, and she does, partially anyway, with a strikeout there. And now 1 out away from getting out of the jam and keeping the shutout intact. So with 2 outs and runners on the corners, the batter is Madison Ramey, the freshman left fielder, batting out of the number 9 spot, struck out her first time up, and takes strike 1. A leadoff double in this inning. Louisburg had a runner at third and one out, but now they're a strike away from coming up empty again, as that foul ball makes it 0-2 on Ramey. Here's the 0-2. Strike three looking, and they strand two on base with back-to-back strikeouts from Vanessa Murray, and the shutout streak continues. 8-0 Spring Hill as we go to the bottom of the fifth. You're watching Broncos softball on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net.
Bottom of the fifth inning in Spring Hill tonight, 8-0 Broncos. Murray, Hill, and Hess, the three scheduled hitters in this fifth inning. The Broncos need two to put this game away. They looked like they were headed that direction in the fourth, but some base running mistakes in the fourth inning cost Spring Hill the opportunity to add to what was an 8-0 lead. In the end, probably no harm, no foul with it all, but one extra at-bat probably needed, and that's one of the two they need right there. And no, it's off the fence. I thought that might get out of here. Instead, it's a leadoff double for Vanessa Murray. That ball was hit very well by Murray right at the scoreboard out in right center where the wind is blowing out, but it was hit too well, as meaning it too much on a line. If she got underneath that ball more, it would have been out of here. We've seen the Broncos hit a home run already in this game as Trinity Tower comes back on as the courtesy runner again, replacing the pitcher Murray. That actually might be Coral Callan who came in this time to run. Hill going for a second home run out to right field. It'll stay in the park though and hold up for Ming to make the catch. So it was Hill who hit the first homer. That time a little bit too underneath of it, and it's a long fly ball out for the first out of the inning. It does move the runner ahead to third, and that is Callan, who was the courtesy runner this time. It was Tower last time who was the courtesy runner for Murray. So it's Callan at third with one out for Julia Hess. A walk and a foul out so far in this one for Hess. She takes ball one. One out runner at third. Spring Hill needs to put 2 runs on the board here in the inning if they want to enact the run rule again. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Low for ball 2. Hess, a very patient hitter. She drew a walk back in game 1. She has drawn a walk here in game 2 as well, and looked like she might draw another one, but Quinn was able to battle back after getting into a 3-1 count and got Hess to pop one up in foul territory, and it's now 3-0 again to Hess. Quinn able to get strike one, perhaps a little low. That's what the Spring Hill crowd thought, but as is often the case on 3-0, usually you get a little bit extra leeway on the strike zone there. So 3-1. Here's the pitch to Hess, and that is up and in. Ball 4 as Hess is aboard for the second time via the walk. And a new hitter coming up for Spring Hill here. This will be Olivia Fovinger, who will step in to bat for Pinkerton. Fovinger came in as a courtesy runner back in game 1 of this doubleheader. Ended up scoring a run, and she will now be in the box for the first time tonight with runners at first and third and 1 out. Fovinger, a junior. This is outside, ball one. A steal of second base from Hess without a throw, and it's second and third now for Spring Hill. Those are the two runners they need to bring in order to end the ball game. Swing and a miss by Fivinger, and it's a 1-1. 1-1 pitch. High, ball two. It's remained windy all night long here. Thankfully, some menacing clouds that were moving in that started the game two have moved away, and it's stayed dry, just windy. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Low, and it's 3-1 to Fivinger. The 3-1 pitch from Quinn. Taken for strike two. Full count to Olivia Fivinger. The winning runs are on base at second and third, with Spring Hill up 8-0 in the fifth. The 3-2. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Look to third, then throws it away over to the fence on the right field side. Both runners are going to score, and that's going to end this ball game on the throwing error by the pitcher, Megan Quinn. Allows both runs to score, and Spring Hill wins this ball game 10-0 in 5. They have won all 6 games this year by shutout victory. They have yet to allow a run this season. 75-0. They have outscored their opponents in 6 games, and this one ends in 5. Spring Hill 10, Louisburg 0. We'll take a timeout and come back to wrap it all up for you on the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573.
Thank you. Welcome into the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show here on Spring Hill Sports Live tonight. The post-game show brought to you by Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, where they work with all insurance companies and can get you back on the road in no time. To learn more, visit them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. All Broncos in this game too, as well as they win it via the run rule once more, 10-0, the final in 5 innings. 10 runs for Spring Hill on 9 hits, 1 error and 3 left stranded. Louisburg, no runs on 2 hits with 3 errors and 3 left stranded as well. Vanessa Murray is the winning pitcher, 5 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks, and 9 strikeouts. Megan Quinn takes the loss, 4 innings plus with 9 hits, 10 runs, 8 of them earned, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Spring Hill, 73, I think I said 75 going into the break there, but 73 runs scored through 6 games this year. 0 runs allowed through 6 games this year. They have won all 6 games via run rule, via shutout. It has been an excellent start this year for the Broncos, who are now 6-0. The losses drop Louisburg to 0-6 now on the season. We'll take a quick time out here on the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show and come back, run through the final recap of this one, as well as all the final numbers for you as the Broncos win this one 10-0 in 5. More to come on the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show right after this on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is the area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you place that faulty trimmer or mower, bring it to Hers and let their experts get you back to work. Hers also takes care of hydraulic hoses, cylinder reseal, and mechanical control cables, such as push-pull, brake, throttle, and more. Plus, they carry quality equipment like Bobcat mowers, Steiner tractors, grass trimmers, and more. Hers is even a UPS drop-off station. To learn more,
Come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call us at
913-247-3530.
Your trusted Farmers Insurance agent is Anthony Sidoti. Experienced, local, and veteran-owned. Licensed in both Kansas and Missouri, Anthony will customize the right plan for you. His straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-270-5400. The Anthony Sidoti Agency. Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Welcome back into the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show as we wrap up a 10-0 victory in Game 2 for Spring Hill. Another shutout, all 6 wins this year, but the Broncos shutout victories as they are 6-0 on the season. Let's take a look at the final numbers from this victory and how we got here as Spring Hill put the Wildcats down in order-ish, if you will, in the first. They did give up a single, but that was erased on a caught stealing, so 3 up in that first inning, and then the Broncos also went 3 up, 3 down in their first, so it stayed scoreless into the second. Another 1-2-3 inning from Murray, and then the Bronco offense came alive as they sent 8 to the plate in the second, scoring 4, including a 2-run home run by Delaney Hill. In the third, ended again after just 3 batters came to the plate for Louisburg. Spring Hill added another pair of runs in the third to go up 6-0. The fourth inning saw a couple of batters reach by Louisburg, but nothing came of it. And the Broncos looked like they were going to pile it on in the fourth inning. They scored 2 runs to start the inning. The first 4 in the inning reached, but then a couple of outs, line drive out on a ball that Gage Pinkerton just absolutely crushed to center field, but a diving catch made by Brooklyn Diedrich. The runners were off the bags, couldn't get tagged up in time to advance. The next batter up, McNally, hit a chopper to third. That resulted in a throw to first for 1 out, and they came back home to get January. It was run off at third by Peyton Flood. It was the runner at second. So all in all, a little bit of an ugly inning to that fourth inning. The Broncos, though, were able to get out of a jam then at the top of the fifth after Megan Quinn led the inning off with a double for Louisburg. She got to third with only 1 out. After a walk to Frazier, Vanessa Murray went back-to-back strikeouts of Maggie Ming and Madison Ramey to give her 9 Ks in the game and keep the shutout alive for Spring Hill, who put the finishing touches on the victory then in the bottom of the fifth inning after a leadoff double by Vanessa Murray. And then a walk to Julia Hess, had runners at second and third. The ground ball back to the pitcher, Quinn. A misfire over to first as she threw it past the first baseman and up the foul line into right field foul territory, allowing both Callan, the courtesy runner for Murray, and Hess to come around to score and end the ball game 10-0 the final. Malinga January ends the game 1 for 3 at the plate with a single. Peyton Flood 1 for 3 with a single as well. Gage Pinkerton 0 for 2, walked and scored. Margaret McNally 1 for 3. Vanessa Murray 2 for 3, a double and a single. Delaney Hill 1 for 3 with a 2-run home run. Julia Hess 0 for 1, but drew 2 walks and scored 2 runs. Ryan Pinkerton 2 for 3, a couple of singles and a couple of runs scored. Or I checked that, actually 2 for 2 for Pinkerton. It was Fivinger who batted in that spot in the fifth inning, went 0 for 1. And Portia Stoker was 1 for 2 at the plate with a single and a run scored. Spring Hill now 6-0 on the year. They'll be back at it on Thursday night here at home against Bonner Springs, then visit Eudora a week from tonight, and then back home next Thursday to take on Baldwin as they look to keep their undefeated start to this season alive and still yet to give up a run as they win the doubleheader tonight 11-0 and 10-0, both games in 5. You've been watching the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show. For Caden Carbajo, I'm Bryce Kessler. Thanks for joining us for Broncos softball here this evening. You've been watching Spring Hill High School Athletics on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Strode Orthodontics.
You've been watching Spring Hill High School Sports on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by Cedar Lake Village, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, Elliott Group, Hers Incorporated, J&T Auto Service, Libby Clark at Allstate Insurance, Perfect Detail Salon, Price Chopper, Farm Bureau Financial Services Michael Grant Agency, Scott Electric, Prime Accounting Solutions, Spring Hill Chamber of Commerce, Seats Incorporated, Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Spring Hill Recreation Commission, Tony Sidoti Agency, Farmers Insurance, Spring Hill Fitness, and Whitesell Optometry Vision Source. Thanks for watching, and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your